and welcome everybody to the CivFR Squadrons. We're gonna see tonight Chasse, Peche, Battleships going against Project Conquerors. Actually, one team go up, one team went down, and we're gonna need to see how this is gonna develop over here. We got quite a few players in the lobby, and it does seem like we're gonna have, let's see, Picfix, Biscuit with Alpha G82 and Clemlifashou coming up for, I believe this is Project, yes, this is a Project Conquerors. On the other side, on Chasse Peche Battleships, we're gonna have Konson, Dark Luck Pinu. Is this JackTheRipper and Clemlifashou? Wow, we're actually gonna see JackTheRipper in the game. Whoa. Let's see what's gonna happen. Will LFD carry on their group's momentum? I gotta say, I'm actually quite curious what's gonna happen here with Project Conquerors coming up in this season in the new division, in the second division. I'm pretty sure they want to keep a clean track record over there. So yeah, we'll see. Let me actually put it up on the screen so you guys can see also what I see. Looking at the results over here, we do have Project Conquerors managing to win against Lucky Nuke. They managed to lose against the Stay Company. Yeah, that Stay Company over there undefeated in this Division 2. Then they did manage to win against Looking for D-Shark. And I think actually we watched that game a little bit or something. I remember something of it. They also won against Au-delà de Lirel. And in the round 5, looks like they lost against Les Ornithorynx Roses. We do also have them losing against SCP, Salt, Chili, and Pepper. Ooh, and this is the game in the round 7 that we're gonna watch today. Let me actually switch a little bit over here to take a quick peek on the standings. We do have the Project Conquerors over here coming up in the 5th choice, and then we do have Chasse Peche Battleships coming up in the 7th one. So yeah, 3-3 for Project Conquerors and 2-4 for Chasse Peche Battleships. I do want to also take a quick peek over here on their, how do you call it? Oh, by the way, LDK will be casting for the French community. If you guys want to check him out, definitely check him out. Let me actually switch screens over here and come back to this. I do want to take a look at the track record of their opponents. Let me see what's going on over here. Bracket, no. Okay, participant, okay. Let me see on bracket, yes. So I want to see the bracket, and I want to see on the other side the Chasse Peche Battleships. They managed to win against Au-delà de Lirel. They did also lose against La Stay Company. Well, basically La Stay Company did win against a lot of them. Very good track record coming up from them. It looks like they didn't manage to get a good time against Lucky Nuke. We did also see them not actually doing that well against Looking for D-Shark, and now I'm pretty sure they're gonna want to come back into this somehow. Okay, so we do have the players actually getting into their rosters here. Picfix with JackTheRipper, Alpha G, and Dredhel will be the ones playing for Project Conquerors, and on the other side, Biscuit, Clemlifashou, Dark Lapinu, and Konson for Chasse Peche Battleships. I believe that is actually a pun connected to something like a political party of some kind in France. It's something like local with the fishermen and the hunters and the battleships and all together in one thing. Let me actually put it up on the screen here. We're gonna also, I do want to ask and I'm not sure exactly where to watch. What is gonna be the maps? What are gonna be the maps banned for this particular week? I see 7th week, it's continents and islands and primordial. That's the map. I just saw it in the news over there. So project, so we're not gonna see the players play on continents and islands, on primordial, but they're gonna have the 2 Pangeas, they're gonna have highlands, they're gonna have 7 seas, and you do see they actually remained with 2 choices to pick from: Pangea on one side and highlands on the other side. Terra, they actually took out Terra. Oh no. Also, hello there, sir Gonzakimbo. Good evening, sir. Bonsoir, monsieur. Sisi Pyro. Comment ça va? I did also see Tito's. Hello there, sir. And I'm gonna watch the picture immediately. Give me a second. And Sasso also, good evening, sir. Landiro, bonsoir, monsieur. Good evening. Bienvenue. The beer bandit, hello there, sir. And I did see funny guy 2223 picking up that first promotion. Big shout out to the man, the only funny guy 2223. Looking at the chat over here. Good evening, also the Loon 75. Hello and welcome. We do have them picking Pangea as a map tonight, and let me actually put it up on the screen over here so everybody will know after this. Pangea. I do think I need to make some other choices as well. Shouldn't I? I think I need to put my map, first my camera down over here again, and I'm gonna need to put this camera over it as well, so everything is gonna be fine. There we go. There we go. Okay, fixed it. Fixed it. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, wait a second. I was thinking, oh man, I'm not in the correct light here. Bam! There we go. We got some lights. Jack going Basil? It might be. Now they're going to go for the bans. We do have Mubande taken out immediately from the rosters. And we do need to see what the remaining 5 choices will be. Looking at what's going on over here, we do need to see what kind of advantages they're going to try to make for themselves from banning their opponent's civilizations. Picfix does have the first choice of the game, and he will need to pick something extremely powerful for his team. We do have also Maya taken down on the Pangea map. This is Pangea standard ridges, by the way. This is Pangea where we're going to have the mountain spawn alongside those continent splits. So I'm pretty sure it is gonna. Oh, that's actually something that I do need to click over here. Also, I need to put up Pangea SR standard ridges. Does she have any BBG changes? New Congo. Wait, she who? Whom? You mean Mbande? The new Congo. I believe they changed a little bit the bonus towards her series. I'm not sure exactly which one, but yeah, there was a change over there of some kind. I think they toned it down a little bit. Anyway, yeah, we got also Jack in the game, looks like. We do have Spain coming up as the third choice, and then Mali is going to be coming up fourth with 5 and 6 still remaining to go. I'm actually quite curious. Where is... Oh my god. Okay, guys, give me a second. I need to fix... Oh, there we go. There we go. I was missing my phone, man. I'm missing my phone. Is my... I would say my dashboard over here. It's much easier to actually see it with the phone and everything. And we do have 2 more choices remaining. The players will probably want to choose civilizations that are quite powerful on the land with relatively early bonuses. They're going to want to get those bonuses at the beginning of the game against their opponents, and we're going to need to see how this is going to develop here as an action. We do have quite a bit of quite a few choices for them to go for, and I'm pretty sure they're going to try to get the most advantage they can from these choices. Player preference will also come into play, and looking at what's going on over here, we do have them going for Zulu. I honestly am expecting them to try to ban Basil. Basil has been quite a problem in other games, and of course we do have a player here that really likes to play Basil. Well, there still are other civilizations that he could go for anyway, so we'll see if that's actually going to be his choice or not. Relics removed and no bonus in cap. There we go. Relics removed and no bonus in cap was the change, the nerf to Mbande from BBG. Thank you so much, the Beer Bandit. We do have the other Congo. Can you imagine Congo went from not picking, not being banned to double bans over here? Mubande and the other Congo did get banned, and it looks like Picfix is going to have the first pick here. It's going to be hard if they're actually going to go for something like Basil as a first pick. I honestly, I know I'm talking about it because I saw it in the chat, but there are quite a few other civilizations powerful. So we do have a Picfix going for Ambiorix as the first pick. He's going to try to get production going for his team, and of course we do need to see if he is gonna have that amazing adjacency coming up from his quarries or from his strategic resources. Konson with that revenue are coming up next with the picks here. They're gonna need to pick for Chasse, Peche, Battleships, and it looks like Konson is gonna go for Matthias Corvinus, while Dark Lapinu is gonna need to pick up something else. Matthias Corvinus here, we've seen it multiple times how amazing it is when it creates that chaos all over the map, levying city-states, taking them over, sending their armies against opponents, and dealing the damage over there. Very quick units and powerful ones. We do have a Dark Lapinu with Montezuma. I am not that convinced that this is first pick material, like first round material on Montezuma. But okay, I mean, if he really likes to play it, or who am I to judge? He's gonna get the advantages from the Eagle Warrior. He might actually get some free builders over there from city-states. He might get also some extra luxury damage, and there we go. JackTheRipper actually clicking on Basil II. And I gotta point out, this is gonna be quite a problem when it comes to the gold generation on their team. They picked two civilizations that are extremely gold hungry at the beginning. Well, extremely gold hungry as in they're not actually gonna do their own gold. Now Gaul doesn't actually get to build very powerful commercials by adjacency. He's going to need to rely on those trade routes and of course the externals to generate that gold, get to banks fast, build them, and it is going to take away a little bit from him. We do need to see also how Basil is going to be played. Yes, I know it can actually generate his own gold, but it's not the best choice that you can make because you don't hit your timings. The timings for the tag mass, the timings for when you actually want to smack an opponent down. Also, Goober Dragon, hello there, sir, and good afternoon. We do have Wasabi 16, hello there. Gaul was broken in recent games. You mean to say that it was quite powerful in the recent games, or that's what I need to understand? Mardonior, hello there, sir, and good evening, good evening. Also Sandorios, hello there, sir. Jack won a hidden cup with Aztec. Yes, but he won it. So there's a little bit of out of context information over there. Yes, he did, but he wasn't, how to say, he wasn't pressured as he would have needed to be pressured. And they really underestimated the power of those jet bombers at the end of the game with plus 12 luxuries. You can't stop them. They're way too strong. So there was a bit of a mischief going on over there. So yeah, you know, Montezuma can be powerful situationally. I wouldn't actually rely on it to be consistently powerful. Juice, hello there, sir, and thank you so much for the follow. Also, let's see, Gunzakimbo, I want to see a big brain move and the goal plant the districts and then go settle the city next to it after it's finished. Yeah, what can I say? We do have 4 more bands over here coming up with Rome, Russia, and then Kublai, China as the next picks, and we do need to see what's gonna be the last ban being picked over here in the ban phase. We're gonna need to take a look how they're gonna try to balance out that gold generation. They still are civilizations that can definitely do a lot of gold with good power spikes at the beginning. Wink wink. Egypt, for example, could be one, and it looks like they did take out Vietnam for that matter. Again, I do want to reiterate, this is Pangea standard ridges. They do have quite a few chokes to stay behind and of course try to sim their way towards the top. We're gonna need to see if there's an option from them to go against each other from an earlier stage of the game. It's not usually that often that you see on Pangea standard ridges that happening, but well, it is a possibility, and I do hope we're actually gonna have something like that because we always like some action, right? But at the same time, I do feel like we also want to see that mid to late game action with the planes, with of course those GDRs coming to play with the nukes and so on. I'd love a Dido even though it's Pangea. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I guess it's not that likely to see a Dido here. Maybe a Victoria, not Dido though. Biscuit is gonna go Ghandi. He's gonna try to get that extra move. Of course, he's gonna get the extra movement on his settlers and builders. We do have him with the extra follower belief on religion, and we do need to see how he is gonna try to use his Varus, if he's gonna try to use his Varus. Now Alpha G is gonna go for Pound Maker, which is, yes, a very good civilization with the gold generation, potential gold generation. We do have the Cree with an extra trade capacity at pottery. He's also gonna get those internal trade outs. If he does manage to get some good land for him, this is gonna be quite nice, quite nice. Let me actually quickly change the screen over here on my left side. So I do have to put up prediction. How many remaps? 0, 1, 2. Okay, there we go. And we do have, I think 10 minutes is fine. We should have enough time. So let's see what you guys will think will happen here. I want to see some Greece, to be honest. The mega culture. I want to see some Greece also. And look at that. They actually did go for Victoria. Looks like they went for 2 gold civilizations here, Pawnmaker and Victoria, trying to balance out that need of Basil II and of course Gaul over there, the 2 gold gobblers. We're gonna need to see also Clemlifashou with Kublai Khan, Mongolia. Oh, Kublai Khan, Mongolia. Man, I feel like that's a disturbance in the force. I feel like that's a disturbance in the force. They're calling out for the standard ridges. Yeah, the level of over there, and it looks like no barbs. Okay. World Age new, and they're also wanting to see the name of the teams. Name of the teams. Okay. The Greases are out of the meta. Yeah, I mean, this is, you know, what happens with what happened with also Congo. Sometimes it just there needs to be somebody that's just gonna put them back in the meta, and that's it. And I'm pretty sure at some point somebody's gonna want to play some more Gorgo or some more Pericles. We'll actually seen in this particular BBG, we've seen Pericles do such an amazing culture defense for quite a few moments, and nothing was changed on Pericles since then. So I do believe it's still up for grabs there, but again, it does have a bit of a problem, actually more than a bit of a problem when it comes to its science generation. That is the biggest issue. But I gotta say, you know, sometimes you actually have the same problem with other culturally prone civilizations like Russia, for example. It's kind of hard to actually get every district put down and of course worked. And now we do need to see the draft. So okay, there we go. Man, I'm learning how to spell over here. Oh my god, yes, I'm learning the terminology. Going there. Okay, so I think we don't have any 0 MSs. I'm pretty sure I actually checked before. Okay, so we should be fine. Loading into the first map here, we're gonna see Pangea standard. It just started up here, and we do I need to see how the players are gonna start evolving on this map. First of all, spawning, and we'll see their adjacency to each other, their neighbors, and what kind of early possibilities they will have, if they can trade with each other, if they can do some concentrated words against an opponent, and so on. This will actually matter quite a bit when it comes to their remap choices, and of course their early choices when it comes to scouting will also gonna matter quite a bit if they do manage to see where their opponents will have their cities. Oh my god, what is this map, man? What is this map? Oh well. Anyway, we're gonna talk about England on the west side. Dredhel over here is gonna have one big continent to settle on. No extra trade routes for him. Looks like he is gonna have the opportunity to actually put a good-ish campus to the northwest, and why did he not settle in place? Oh well, it is what it is. I guess he wanted a 2-2 and wanted to be closer to the banana. And I guess he's gonna be happy afterwards when he's gonna get to find out that he has an iron tile. If he would have settled in place, he didn't have any 2-2 to work, so I can relate to that. I can understand. Okay, we do have quite a few other tiles over here for him to go for. He does have a cat to take out, and he is gonna have the opportunity to trade with Alpha G. That is gonna be Cree to the northeast. That's gonna be quite nice for him. A very powerful empire can be created over there on the seas. Now looking at Cree, we do see multiple pastures for him to develop. I see horses and I see cattle tiles, two of them, so plus 3 gold possible and plus 3 food possible when you send those trade routes to the capital city. Now I don't see any other city that could be a bit better than this, especially with no, yeah, but he does have some good other cities. For example, I see one olive tile to the north that will block another cattle, or if he wants to, maybe he can actually go for Magnus in that city instead of the one to the south, instead of the capital. And he does have, no, he said, oh my god, he's gonna settle on the horse. And he does have another settle on the jade. So I was thinking like maybe, you know, like 2 easy peasy amenities that he could go for. Well, it is what it is. He didn't know, he didn't see, you know, it is what it is, man. Going down, he gets the 2-2 and to work a 2-2 and a 3-1. Wait. Oh, you mean the one here? Which one? I don't know what you mean over there, Kunzakimbo. And in place with ruin the banana. Oh, you're talking about this one. Also, nice duck map. Is it the duck map or is it that weird fish from underneath the sea, the oceans over there? You know that fish that only lives in darkness, like in stone cold darkness. Hello there, Ponuki, and hello there, SF613. How are you doing, sirs, tonight? We do have Mikisi Wachik settling on that horse tile, and well, that actually blocks him from quite a few possibilities over here. He does only have 2 cattle to work. And he's gonna get an Occitao coming out of his city soon. He does have a lot of olives to improve, not that that's a big thing over here. And I do see a lot of J tiles. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 olives that he could get to improve. That's a lot of plantations. But anyway, to the southeast we do have India. Actually, India is thinking of settling on a non-freshwater city, or is he going for the 2-1? Because I feel like he moved from the south. So okay, so he moved from the coast. Very nice, by the way, from India. Dark Lapinium uses the extra movement that he benefits on India to go out there. Remap vote finished? No, it's still there. Actually, it's still going on. It's still going on. You should be able to access it by taking like how to say, looking at the fist over there at the PowerPoints in the bottom of the chat. Do they have monopolies? They don't. Wait, what's with the pause? Anyway, we do have Delhi benefiting from a 4-2 spy style with multiple 2-2s and a scout coming up in 2 turns. He's gonna get another city on the Coco tile if he wants to, which will give him access to another spy style and fresh water. We also have to the east side Basil over here, which is actually gonna trade punches with that Lapinu from the beginning, and this is gonna be quite dangerous. We do have in the south also, I mean, honestly, I'm not sure exactly for whom it's gonna be quite dangerous, because Byzantium at the beginning of the game is not that strong, especially on the defense, right? You don't have the time to defend with, and India can push with those Varus. That is going to be quite something. We're going to need to see how fast Byzantium is going to manage to get those holy sites going. We do have in the south also Konson coming up from Xanadu. He's going to get a 2-1 base, and I do see he's going to benefit from a very good city in the north. Could easily go towards Byzantium alongside Dark Lapinu to save him from any kind of aggression over there. It is going to be quite something if we're going to see those Kishiks come out to play against the nation of Byzantium. We do need to see also on Constantinople what's going to happen here. He has a 2-1 base with a 3-2 banana, multiple 2-2s. Okay, a very nice spawn, but on the east side he can go for the 3-3 spy style with a 3-2 banana. I mean, yeah, that's going to be interesting. We do have also Hungary with a giant causeway. Looks like Biscuit over here might actually get to levy some of the city-states to the north of Cree and do some shenanigans. It doesn't look like he's gonna get to attack Byzantium anytime soon, and we might see the vision, the discovery of the truth over here. Byzantium is gonna meet India quite quickly, and of course there are Occitaos coming up from the northwest. They might actually go against the city of Delhi and put pressure on him. We do have Buddha with 3 choices, 3 tiles with the Pearl of the Danube bonuses, and I do see quite a few mountains that he could go and settle. The tobacco tile winks at me from the southeast here for an extra 2/2s, not to mention the Faith and the Amenity in your city. We do have him with options to go for +3 campuses, and I do see so many rivers that could give him adjacency towards commercials. Very nice, very nice. We do have also to talk about Picfix. Picfix is gonna be on the continent with Marble, and that's actually gonna be a nice continent for him. He's gonna have a +4 oppidums in multiple locations between the Marble tiles and the strategic resources. Also gonna have a good settler to the northwest, directly on that geothermal fissure, and another geothermal fissure to the northeast, actually right next to that volcano. We do have in the south over here Uluru coming up with a possible settle for him. Unfortunately, that's a desert. Desert. No, that's no. I would like to see it, but no, that's just no. I'm not. No. No, I'm not gonna even entertain this idea. I wanted to say like, yes, you can get the era score, and yes, you can get some culture, some faith, and so on. But then I look at the tiles, man. If only there were some 2/2s around there, like 2/2s, it would have been enough to actually develop the city. But no 2/2s, not developing the city. And Montezuma here is gonna have actually one big continent to fight with. Not gonna be the preferred choice of Montezuma. Clemlifashou is gonna need to sim to win here and try to do some later on shenanigans. Very quick, guys. What did you guys vote? Let me see. Did you go for? You went for one remap at least. So a lot of players coming up from Project Conquerors actually did the votes extremely quickly here. Extremely quickly. And no remap. No remap. Give me a second. Let me actually take a look at something. Oh my god, yes, Didos. Yes, that is indeed something that I do need. Oh my god, yes. Let me actually, man, Didos, are you still here? Let me actually put it on the screen. Okay, it's time to share stuff. It's time to share stuff, you know. I'm gonna actually go and take a pic. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. I really wanted to actually take a picture of what I have right now, so you guys can see. And let me actually share it to Discord. Find exactly when real life shenanigans. Okay, real life shenanigans. Let me find the channel. It's actually quite easy to find because I named it properly. Yes. Okay, this is what I have. Titos. There we go. There we go. I may show you what you may do with it. Okay, this is what I use to actually get my coffee. It's basically still grinding and so on and so forth. And this is amazing, by the way, because I can actually grind those beans, and the beans are such a difference between this and something else. And also, yeah, man, makes coffee and GDRs at the same time. Yeah. I think this was the best investment that I could have made, honestly. Oh my god, like it's unbelievable how much of a change in coffee like quality it happened. Okay, coming back to the game here, we're going to need to talk with we're going to need to see the players in a sequence over here, see what they're doing and how they are actually gonna meet the challenges head first. We do have Dredhel coming up to the northeast of London, 5 turns to get a scout there, another settler I mean, and it does seem like he is gonna benefit from that banana tile that we talked about earlier, and he is gonna get horses in the second ring, not to mention some iron underneath the capital city. He's gonna need to discover his actually bronze working, so he can actually get that iron tile worked. What coffee beans do you buy? Actually, multiple. I've been buying multiple stuff, but I guess let me actually take. Oh my god. Okay, let me answer the question. Okay, so right now I'm running on this Jacob's Barista Edition Espresso Italiano, something like this. And next up, my family bought me this, and they said it's pretty good. This is Dalmer Crema d'Oro. Velvet is smooth and gentle. Well, we're gonna see exactly how smooth and gentle it will be. I can't wait to. 8 o'clock and Pete's coffee are delicious. There is a store that actually sells coffee beans from around the world, stuff that you don't actually get to how to say get usually in like packs like this. They import it properly. Oh my god, I'll send you some. Okay, we'll talk on Discord, man. We'll talk on Discord. Amazing, by the way. Thank you. We do have Mikisiv Wachik coming up with Settler in 3, and I do see Alpha G is preparing to get those coastal trade routes going. I am thinking he's going to want to connect his economy quite quickly. We do have some shenanigans going around against Delhi. Delhi is coming up with another settler in 2, and those Occitals are trying to pressure it. We do have some slingers showing up here, and I do notice that Lapinu is trying to get his archery going. He might need to actually buy out a warrior over here if he actually really wants to deal with this. These slingers are not usually that strong when it comes to defending against the Occitals, and you can see this Occital is already level 2. It's yeah, it is a problem. It's very maneuverable, and it does deal significant damage. Now we do have Mikisiv Wachik with possible iron tile to the southeast. He did settle on horses, so he's gonna acquire the resource immediately after he gets animal husbandry. Now, while he does have multiple cities to go for, I'm pretty sure he's oh no! Come on, man. One more tile, bro. One more tile, and you would have connected your whole economy with the English economy. Like, oh my god, he's gonna probably need to get another city here. Well, I guess he's gonna do it. Okay, we do have more slingers, actually no, more slinger attacks going against the Occitals. Darlapinu is not going to prefer to attack into that warrior, and it does seem like from the east side we do have a Mongolian warrior that is trying to sniff around the cities of Constantinople to see if he can block the construction of the holy sites. On Delhi, we do have 5-1 spy style with a volcanic eruption. He's gonna get some volcanic soil to use over there and try to do everything with it. He does have access to oh no, the city. This is what I was thinking, man. Like, how are you leaving that city all alone, man? Buy out. Oh my god, this city might be dead. The city might be dead, bro. Why? Okay, it's fine. No, it's fine now. Man, he needs to take care of this. It's fine. The slingers will do the damage. There is another Occital that's gonna come to attack into that city, and it does seem, of course, we do have actually. Whoa! Actually, somebody actually picked up one of those relics. It is Dredhel benefiting from a 5 faith a turn, and of course that relic. I do have to mention this city is gonna benefit from quite a bit of extra garrison defense from the warrior inside of it, and that Lakpinu should be able to clean up the Occitals. If they attack into it again, they will be destroyed. But there is a trap here. There is one situation in which they might actually he might actually lose the city, and that situation is if he actually attacks with the whoa no, okay, it's fine. If if Cree would have attacked 2 times into the city center and Darlapinu moved out his settler, and then Okchitau came from the north, there was a situation in which there was not enough strength on the city, and they could have suicided the 2 scouts and the warrior against that city defense to make it go down. Well, now Darlapinu is gonna move south with that settler. That's a bit unfortunate because again, he doesn't actually have quick settlers to go for. Probably the Crocodile is something that he's gonna want to go, or something around here that's gonna be closer to Mongolia, and it will create something like a defense, concentrated garrison that they will need to defend against Byzantium. We do have a scout coming up from India. He bought it from the city of Agra. He's putting down holy sites, and well, okay, he's not giving up on his religion, I guess. We might need to see somebody take away that crusade from their opponents, because crusade is gonna be a significant problem here. We'll see. Well, there is one strategy that you can use against crusade, and that is attacking into your opponent and not actually waiting for your opponent to attack into you. We do have Byzantium coming up with those 2 holy sites. He's going to get 2 from Adrianople and Constantinople. He did put 1 on the horses on the east side, and he does have an iron tile to the northeast coming out here. JackTheRipper is going to get to move his settle on the bananas, or next to the bananas over there. Not to mention he will benefit from a forest fire. Looks like also there are some Hungarian units coming up from the northeast. Got hit by something. I'm not sure what, but they got hit by something, and I do believe they actually they didn't get the bonus. Okay, Spear of Fion bonus over here. This is gonna be amazing for Hungary if he does manage to get those hussars or the black armies to go against the Byzantium over here. It is gonna be quite powerful. Running the dog out. Okay, man. Okay, have a good walk. Have a good walk. Let me just quickly check out something. Okay. We do have in the south, Mongolia, putting another city to the north. He did get Ulaanbaatar towards Byzantium, and I do see he's going to benefit from horses in that city center and the city to the west side of Xanadu. Sheep tiles in the 2-2 next to the builders, and I do see he's going to benefit from some other 2-2s over there. Okay, very nice. Monuments coming out of his cities, and it does seem like Mongolia is actually probably going to lose this warrior. A bit unfortunate, though, that he's going to lose the warrior. We're going to need to see if Hungary is going to manage to swoop in and pillage the holy sites. And this is going to be quite important to try to stop as much as possible the development or the acquirement of that great prophet. We do have Hungary next with River Flood. Didn't get that many bonuses here. He does have a 3-2 tile here. That's very nice. And I don't see a Pantheon yet acquired by him. He can still go for Lady of the Reeds and Marshes if he wants to, for some extra production on these floodable terrain tiles. He does have the benefit of horses in the south, and I do see he's gonna get an iron tile also on the east of Buda. We do have him moving to the northwest over there towards Giant Causeway. Okay. Oh, I see an announcement here. We still have, by the way, people that how to say, that are joining us at the Civland 2023. Even today we actually had somebody new that wants to participate in the LAN, so we're getting there. Pizza Lord, good evening, sir. Also, Andrea was saying that Jacobs is a brand of coffee that traces its beginnings in 1895 in Germany. Source Wikipedia. Yeah, it's actually quite good. Actually, I enjoy the coffee. It's not that hard, especially on the stomach. I gotta say, coming up this, I'm gonna deviate. How to say, I was using before the capsules for coffees at the beginning, and it actually didn't go down well with my stomach and everything. And when I switched to coffee, and I gave up on like to bean coffee, and I gave up on stuff like sugar and anything in it, perfect. It was like from then on, it was just perfect, amazing. Also, Monkey Wazaru, good evening, sir. Oh, probably I misheard. What are you asking about? I don't know exactly what you are referring to, by the way. Oh, the Jacobs doesn't really sound Italian. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, it's all good. On the next civilization we have to talk about, Gaul is starting to improve his quarries, and he definitely wants strong oppidums to work here. Looks like at the beginning of the game, Picfix is on 5 science and 5 culture. He already is getting the culture out of his mines, and I do see he's gonna need to improve his iron tile as well. Gonna have good oppidums over here to improve. And there is a Mongolian scout trying to see if he can get something there, and yes, if they don't buy him, if they don't buy Gaul right now, something to defend that trader might be taken down. We do have Aztec also coming from the northeast, trying to get into the cities, and of course at the beginning of the game, Gaul is actually quite problematic. It will actually quite strong when it comes to the defense if it has units to defend with. That's the prerequisite, right? You actually need to have units to defend with. Let me see. The mighty Babat. Hello there, sir. Vicky seems free to swim with a CS to take. Indeed. And that is amazing. By the way, the city of Cad will probably fall to the power of Victoria. Yeah, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna take that down. Oh yes, and he can settle more cities here. I think Victoria Dredhel is gonna have a good game today. A really good game. We do have, yes, the Hungarian scout managing to go on that holy site, and he's going to pillage it. There was a warrior from Hungary that was trying to get here, but it doesn't look like he's actually going to make it. Staniak, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's go, PCS. Let's go, PCS. Baron von Ashes calling it out. That is surprising, actually. Did Jack join PCS? Did he? Well, we'll see if he joins. We do have Aztec, sorry, on the lands of Gaul. We do need to see how this is gonna look like. The scout of Mongolia did not see that trader pass, and from what I can see, he does have he's gonna have vision if he moves over where he wants to move, but that slinger is gonna try to stop him. We do have an iron tile that Picfix can benefit from, and I don't see horses yet. Horses are going to be third ring tile to the west of Aduatuca. I'm actually quite surprised he went for the east instead of the northwest settle, but I guess we'll see how he's going to manage to do it on the east side. He does have good 2-2s over there anyway, and good mountain tiles to use his campuses for. I can't say it's a bad choice either way. Looking forward, we got Aztec with already City Patrian Goddess as a pantheon. Looks like Picfix is managing to pillage a mine here, and he got the gold from Aztec and then improved one of his tiles. Oh man, that's just bought one of these slingers with gold. Easy peasy, man. This is efficiency, right? You use your opponent resources against them. Yes, we do have Clemlifashou coming up with a monument and 2 monuments actually. We do have Teotihuacan building up that trader, and it's probably going to connect all of these cities with a road. We do see Clemlifashou does have a builder running away from the scout. Run, my friend, run! With the horses next to Tenochtitlan already improved, he's benefiting from that resource, while he is going to need to get to the iron tile, which is actually 2 tiles out from Teotihuacan or 3 tiles from Tenochtitlan. That's not that close for him to get there. What I do see is also Aztec doesn't really have an option to develop his cities on the east side. He's going to need to move west, and that will put him closer in range to Gaul over here, while Mongolia is trying to do the same thing to Gaul. What he did to Aztec is gonna try to tear apart the mine and rip the gold away from it. There is also this Gallic trader that forced, oh my god, that's okay, there's no more return on investment here. Picfix actually had to buy a 65 gold unit in the form of that slinger, and a 60 gold unit in the form of the scout. 125 gold because they had a scout over here. Yeah, that's a problem. Anyway, we do have Hungary managing to pillage that holy site of Adrianople. We don't actually have him managing to get into the other cities, and it does seem like Byzantium now is really well on his way to getting his religion, while India only has one single holy site to benefit from. Plugging in Moksha in the second city here, he might have a serious issue defending against his opponents. Now we do have Mongolia actually coming up with 3 encampments. He's gonna try to do this from an early stage. Xanadu, Ulaanbaatar and Aksu are all gearing up for war. While of course in the north over here Byzantium is with 6 science and 3 culture. We do have Konson with 6 science and 7 culture. Did manage to get those monuments in, and he's plugging in Pingala in Xanadu, trying to get the science alongside that culture from pen, brush and voice. That is, oh my god, okay, I mean that just feels like he's gonna go so quickly with horses against Byzantium here. Fight, 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 fight. Yeah, we might see that fight coming. We might see that fight coming around here. Okay, so I think we actually can finish the prediction. It was one single, two things actually that I need to do. First of all, I need to switch this text. I need to put it a little bit higher up because it was way too low over there, hitting the buttons. Okay, now it's readable, I think it's called, yeah. Then I need to finish prediction and put up a new prediction for who is gonna win. Choose outcome, no remaps. We had no remaps during this game. This is the way. And then Sasu calling it out with the Tony baby. Oh my god, is that Grogo? Is that Grogo? Yeah, that is Grogo. Yeah, man, Grogo OP, bro. Oh, volcanic eruption in Wixkayokisane takes down a lot of the strength of that Occitan, but improves so many tiles around here. It looks like Picfix did manage to get religious settlements as a pantheon, and he's gonna try to expand as soon as possible. We also have England figuring out about the cat. He's starting to get those free galleys from his Royal Navy dockyards to move to the east side. He's going to take out that city as soon as he gets there. More settlers coming up from England. He's putting down Magnus internals here, okay, and Dredhel is gonna get to expand on the coast to the north as well. Grogo, 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 Grogo. Okay, so now let's put up predictions. Start prediction. Who will win? On one side, we do have Chasse, Peche, Battleships. And on the other side, oh my god, it's too long. Okay, I'm sorry. This is CPB. It's too long, guys. It's too long. Twitch doesn't like long names that are too long. And PCS, CPB and PCS. Okay, so you can actually see them over there. Let's see. Let's go for 30 minutes. What are the pantheons? Going through them immediately. We got initiation rites coming up from Byzantium. We got God of the Forge coming up from India, and it does seem like we're gonna have, oh my god, wait, horses already coming out. You see, Jack is like 5 turns away from horseback riding. Okay. And then we got Mongolia that may come from the south here. Okay, what is Mongolia's science at? We got Konson going for pottery. Did he actually discover already horses, or what is he doing here? Because I'm pretty sure he needs more horses. Like he's okay. Everybody needs horses. All for the horses. Oh, all for the horses. Yeah. Okay. And we do have Mongolia with God of War and Plunder. Is benefiting from already 4 great general points, while Hungary has 1 per turn, and it doesn't look like Byzantium is going to manage to get a general over here if push comes to shove. India is starting to bring Varus to the fight as well. Delhi is going to have a Varu coming up in 4, and I gotta say at this point it doesn't look like Daralapinu is going to benefit from that many faith points, so he can go for a decent monumentality. He gave up on it. He got 1 single holy site, and then he was like, you know what, I'm coming to you faster than you can come to me. Dagma versus Keshix, if they get there, we're gonna need to see Mongolia over here. We'll need to and you see what's happening. He's trying to get builders prepared for the chops. One thing that I do want to know is where is Konson? Wait, is Does Konson benefit from? Yes, he does. We got maneuver. The 50% of production towards ancient and classical era heavy and light cav units. Oh man, like you can imagine over here, Konson is gonna chop quite a few of those horses. He's already getting his orders slowly built, and this is the biggest question: does he have or not have horseback riding? On the other side, there is we're gonna need to see exactly who's gonna benefit from the horses. Looks like they do have a decent chunk of horses in their storage. 25 on Picfix, 25 on Alpha G. He should be fine. We do have some units coming up from the north as well. Byzantium is Hungary is still keeping some units over there in the north. Okay, other pantheons. We got God of the Sea for England. We got fertility rights coming up from Gaul, for Gaul. Gaul is with 3 cities. He's getting his government plaza here to the south. Looks like he's also working that 231 ivory. And this is actually surprising. We see fertility rights on him. I was expecting with these quite low quarries that he's going to go for stone circles. But oh well, it is what it is. We do have in the north Aztec coming up with city Patreon goddess. He's going to get a 50% of the first districts, and looks like his choice of a district in the first era will be campuses. This might be a problem when it comes to the gold generation. As you can see, that Lapino is already going under with the gold. He has a significant problem there. We do have Clemlifashou also needing to defend against Picfix's scout, but I think he has this in the bag. Yes, there we go. He just took out his opponent. Thing. Wait, whoa, Archer coming out next turn from I Love Pitati, but then Alpha G is trying to defend that holy site. We do have 2 horses coming around with 2 archers also ready to bear down on his opponent's cities. Archers coming off from the cities of Byzantium, while Jack is 3 turns away from getting horseback riding. He's gonna be hit from the west and from the south here. We do need to see when Mongolia is gonna get out his horses. Looks like he's he did manage to chop that Ordu from Ulaanbaatar, while I think Xanadu did. Yeah, Xanadu, he chopped both Ordus. Oh my god, okay. And then he's going to need to move all of these builders to the next stage so he can improve everything else. Okay, that's going to be a lot of military very quickly. With Varus coming out of the cities of Delhi and Agra, it will take quite a bit of time for them to arrive at their opponent's cities. We got choral music with Crusade as the religion of Byzantium, of course, the normal one. He wants to get the culture and he wants to get crusade against his opponents. Yes, Sandoris, I did. Also, hello there, Nick D. Good evening, sir, and good evening. How are you doing? Give me a second. Okay, so first horse goes in. That's before actually JackTheRipper can get his horseback riding. Looks like that Alpinu did manage to get in there with enough strength. He's also hitting that city with archers, and it does look like that city might actually be gone next turn. We do have a cat taken down by England. Dredhel did manage to go against that city center with galleys. He did put it under siege with the warriors and the scouts from the land, and he's getting more settlers in the meantime. Okay, we do have more horses coming up from Konson. He's positioning those builders to actually manage to get the chops in, and the horses will spawn over here. He will have also a general for them. He's already on 8 great general points, and I gotta point out, if in this moment, if JackTheRipper starts to chop down general for his units, he's basically dead. He doesn't have time to do everything at once. He's being pressured by those warriors of Hungary. You can actually see they want to take down as soon as possible at least a city, and that is a city in which he did invest into a holy site and a shrine in. It is going to be quite a bit of a hit over here against Byzantium. They want to take him out before he has a chance to actually get to those how to say get to those. Let's see if this is this gonna happen. Let's see, there's another horse over here, by the way. We do have archers going around. No, not the city. Oh my god, okay, he didn't hit the city. I mean, hit the city. Hit the city. Hello? Hit the city. There we go. That city. So the second the spearman went out of the city, that actually allowed the horse to hit into the city without that much strength. And was that a mistake? Did he actually try to attack into the horse and Dark Lapinu just clicked faster? Was that what happened there? Well, we do have Byzantium with trying to chop as fast as possible. He does have the first moves against India, and Darlapinu will try to get another horse in there. While we do see he did how to say upgrade this archer. It's very, very, very close. By the way, there are two archers, and this horse might actually die next turn before they take out that city center. But that also oh wait, he deleted. Oh my god. He deleted the archer. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So even if this horse doesn't actually get to attack into that city center, oh my god, that city might still go down. Okay, it looks like we do have encampment starting to come up from his capital city. There are attacks going against that horse, and of course the horse will probably go down just because of the archers. Oh, there we go. He got. Oh man, this is yeah. It looks like that city might be saved. The city might be saved. More horses coming around. How to say, more archers. One of them did just die. The spearman still has enough health to attack into the other horse, and it looks like the first moves are, of course, with Jack over here. Byzantium did not keep moving with the scout to attack into that city center, and unfortunately, that actually is going to be quite a problem. We got horses coming around from the city of Harry Maguire, and I'm actually quite curious why did he actually delete that. I think the archer, even if it thought to be a good move, that archer will prove to be a bad move. Anyway, we do have Mongolia coming up with 4 horses and a general from the south, and going against Jack over here. Looks like we got multiple horses also coming up from Xanadu and Aksu. That's going to be 6 horses going against Byzantium, which is just dealing with the threat on the northwest. We got also the next era to talk about. I think we're gonna see all of the players in a golden age. We're gonna check out their bonus points here. We got Konson with a pen, brush, and voice golden age on 16 science and 16 culture. He did manage to get that Pingala in Xanadu and build quite a few of those monuments. Now he did also get to prepare himself with 3 of these oh my god, okay, 3 of the encampments, and it does look like at the same time he's pressuring that city of Byzantium from the southeast. We do have the first horses going in. He's gonna target those holy sites and take them down, while we do see on the west side it does seem like the threat is gone. Byzantium did manage to take care of those horses of India. Well, it did need to spend quite a bit into it. The spearman was a buy, and he did get some archers over there. He did also lose quite a bit of strength and lost one of his archers, but he did take out 1 archer of his opponent and 2 horses, so I guess it is quite good. We do have Byzantium also trying to chop more units here. In Mongolia is gonna try to take away some of these generals. We do have the first one already taken around, and I do see I would say Byzantium is trying to get a general as well with 3 great general points a turn. He plugged in the card and chopped the horse, didn't chop the project. We gotta see if he's gonna have enough. Okay, he's not actually chopping the projects for a general. That's what I was thinking. He definitely needs more units rather than stronger units. Just, you know, stronger units with not that many units is kind of bad anyway. Okay, we do need to see every other bonus. Matthias Corvinus, Pen, Bash, and Voice Golden Age on these 3 cities. I do see he's getting some builders. Audience Chamber coming up in 2, and we do have Lady of the Reeds and Marshes for him. You just see a horde south. Yeah. It looks ugly, but I think there is a good chance of him actually defending this, honestly. Like, he's not gonna, like, don't get me wrong, he's not gonna be that successful, but he's still gonna have quite a few issues over here. We got the first city of his being put under siege. We do have a Byzantium that might actually get to chop another one of these. There we go, horses, and he's gonna have quite an issue over here dealing with the horses of Mongolia that do benefit from great general bonus. These guys don't benefit from an extra +3, which might actually equal out or get more for the combat strength of the Taxi Strait. We do need to see if India's Varus are going to manage to actually make it. They're way too slow, and they don't benefit from general. We got Darlapinu with a pen, brush, and voice golden age. He does have 9 science with 22 culture, and I do see him on 35 production as well as 12 gold per turn. Just a simple Brazilian. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Maybe he can face by a general. No, that's not gonna happen. He's gonna chop everything he has in his land for the horses. Like this, at this point, this is he's gonna try to do as much as he can to stay alive, and chopping horses is the only way he can actually do that. Or even walls, chopping everything on his land. That will also significantly slow down his chances, or I should say his production in the next part of the game if he doesn't improve those tiles at the same time. Okay, we do have some attacks going around here. Looks like Byzantium is getting attacked. He has a new horse. Oh man, instead of moving on the spy style, well, it is what it is. We do have the great general appearing over there. This horse in the south doesn't actually have the general bonus, but it's fine. More horses are coming around, and it seems like at the moment there is an encampment training project coming up from heading from the capital city of his. Oh, he's gonna get it. Oh my god, no, Hungary, please, no, don't tell me. Okay, encampment training projecting 3, but he doesn't have a builder ready to chop. Oh man, this preparation, man, they actually will allow Mongolia, sorry, not Mongolia, Byzantium to get a general here. That's they had one job, man, one job. It is what it is, man. Now we do have JackTheRipper with 11 science and 25 culture, minus 11 gold a turn, and he does have 33 faith. He's trying to chop an encampment project, so he has stronger horses to work with. Of course, he's worried that Mongolia is going to have all of those bonuses against him. He doesn't want that. That will allow him to to have stronger units, and you do see that his production is going to suffer quite a bit. He's going to need to re-improve these tiles with mines so he can get some out of it. Now, it does seem like, unfortunately, because of the city to the north, and India could not actually pressure the city that much, he got a little bit greedy over there and couldn't actually put that, how to say, strength through. Looks like Byzantium did manage to stabilize. And we do have Dredhel coming up with 12 science and 23 culture with a pen, brush, and voice golden age on England. We do have him with quite a few traders coming around, and he's getting that goal for his allies, 31 gold a turn. We do have him with already 2, 4, 6 cities that will be able to get all of those Royal Navy dockyards and the lighthouses in them. He still has quite a bit of coast to go for, and I think he should actually expand quite quickly here. Now, we don't really have him needing to get that many that much of an army or anything out of as a navy, so I guess expansions right now would be the word of the day. We do have more pillages coming up from Mongolia. It looks like he doesn't have a hold on the city to the southeast anymore, and we do need to see if Mongolia is going to get to enter these tiles and successfully deal with this. It looks like he can actually go for the builder. That's a 2-charge builder that looks like he's trying to get the chops in with, I mean. While Konson does have a 6 movement on this horse, and I'm pretty sure the general would actually need to move on the banana, so he gets more bonuses there. There is also a warrior that could last move and attack or move to the south actually to attack into that archer if push comes to shove. This one actually moved and got out of there, didn't he? They didn't get to pillage. Oh my god, they didn't get to pillage the holy sites. Again, that's actually 32 faith that JackTheRipper is benefiting on the monumentality. Wait, another encampment training project because Hungary didn't get one. Okay, so it did get 2 units there, and it looks like he didn't delete the builder. Okay. Also, this great general not moving there, unfortunately, is a problem. Delete the builder, man. Delete the builder. Delete the builder. Delete the builder. Okay. Check. Quite a few trades over here going. He deleted the builder. Okay, finally he deleted the builder. It's all good. We do have more horses coming around here. Of course, the Great General gives them a bit more movement, and I do see Warlord Strong coming from Xanadu. They're going to put as much as they can against his opponent here, and looks like they got another tile. Please move the general on the other side. Oh man, too late. Anyway, there is a general from Byzantium here that looks like oh man, this so many trades have been done here. We got 4 horses, wait, 1 2 3 4 horses from Byzantium, while we do have Mongolia with 4 or 5 horses of his own, and definitely needs a lot more if he actually wants to pressure through. And Darlapinu is coming with a Varu there. It looks like also Byzantium is trying to did manage to almost finish all of his chops here. That's quite a problem. We still have chops available for Mongolia, but they can't actually afford to put that much gold on him, on Mongolia, to actually buy a builder and chop more tiles. For example, one in Aksu over here would be quite important. We do have Alpha G with 12 tiles and the 22 culture on Poundmaker. He did put 5 cities. He does benefit from religious settlements and has quite a few of these commercials improved here. He's the only one at the moment making merchant points, which is actually quite surprising because usually Hungary is the one wanting to rush that as soon as he can. Okay, looks like the city is saved. There's no under siege anymore, and Mongolia did move away from that center. I do see also that one Varu coming up from India. He did also manage to get it a great general and deny. Yeah, okay, so they did try to deny it, but it was too late. Unfortunately, Hungary is not going to benefit from a general here, and it did give it to India. We do have India gearing up for more warfare here. He's getting his Varus, and I gotta say these units are extremely slow. I don't think this is the correct unit to actually go against Byzantium here, but I guess he's gonna try to make it anyway. There was a possibility for him to try to do this if he would have gotten a city on the stone tile, built a road between that city and Delhi. Maybe that would have been a possibility there. You need the infrastructure to go there. Also, PT Rocks 12. Hello there, sir, and welcome. What is that emote over there? Oh, love. Oh, that is so cute, man. Wait a second. That it looks like the emote actually looks like it's how to say, it's biting from the heart. Whoa. Okay, interesting. Why is it biting on the heart over there? Come on, man. Okay, so triple attacks on the horse will probably die here, but again, Byzantium will need to be careful with the units on the right side. Yeah, it does seem like he's gonna take that down. That's gonna be taken down. Mongolia did get another one of those builders, the one on the spy style, and he's gonna try to pillage that as well. We do have wait, what? Who's I don't know who's the host actually. Oh, Dredhel. Okay. Okay, so the city in the southeast is it's looking like it's stabilizing the defense here. We do have a victory in 2 turns, and Mongolia just didn't have how to say, didn't have that many units to put against his opponent here, so he can actually totally take him down. Byzantium is still trying to chop as many times as he possibly can with his faith generation, and that is allowing him to survive here. while at the moment India didn't put the same pressure on Byzantium. They went against him left, right, but they didn't actually go at the same time, which as you can see, the tempo is a bit skewed. I think they got a bit too overexcited. It does also seem like Gaul is trying to pillage one of the trade routes of Gaul here. There is a Picfix scout right next to Xanadu. It did get revealed, so that horse might actually go against him next turn, so he takes him out quickly. On the southeast, we do have Clemlifashou with. Actually, he went that early for an entertainment complex with a Trachi. Okay, he does have. He did start actually with the campuses from the beginning and got his government plaza between his two cities. Clemlifashou is gonna get a fourth one soon, and I think we're gonna have a relobby this turn, right? We gotta relobby this turn. I think Mongolia is losing more horses. Yeah, it looks like it's losing more horses there. Yes, I agree with that statement. Let me see what host do we have. Just trying to figure out exactly who is the host here. Looking through the things. Oh, there we go. No? No. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I can get in. I gotta say, it is gonna be quite a challenge for Mongolia and for India to actually do what needs to be done against Byzantium, and they do need to synchronize their moves a little better there. Try to figure out exactly in how much time they actually need to get to push. As you've seen, Byzantium did manage to stabilize. He's getting a few horses that will have promotions on them, and is plugging in Victor in the southeastern city. I forgot how it's called, and we do have him being pushed from the west side. Now it's gonna take a while until he's gonna get his Stagmas, but with the choral music he has from his religion, he should be fine. He also has a decent amount of face generation that he is probably gonna get to after he stabilizes the defense, try to get another 2 cities and get his production going on the Tagmas. We'll see if there is a possibility for Mongolia to actually pressure him with those Mongolian Keshiks. I do have to point out those will come out at stirrups, so it's not that easy to get them, as in not that fast to get them, and we do have to see when he's gonna get them. I did notice he was getting he did get Pingala in the big city, in the capital city, and he was plugging in Moksha in the city in the north. That was his second city. Hopefully we're gonna see something done there. We'll see. Okay, so hopefully we're gonna load in here. I didn't see any 0 MSs. I did look at it. Yeah, no 0 MSs, so it should be fine. We're resyncing, or we should be resyncing soon. I'm not gonna touch buttons so we don't actually interfere into this, so we get this going. But in the meantime, I do want to go and get a drink really quickly, really quick. Oh, fire axis. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay, quite a few people dropped here. That wasn't just me. Like half the lobby dropped. Oh my god. Mm, I had 0 MSers and I stopped. Oh my god. I wanted to stop loading. Anyway, hopefully it's gonna fix. Let me actually move this on the screen. Actually, you know what? Let me do this now, cause it's much better doing it now than later. I'm not casting the 2v2 competition. No. Firex is nuke the lobby. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be a new lobby then. Any coffin? Hello there, sir. How are you doing? How are you doing? Second to figure out exactly who is gonna host next. I don't really wanna share my thoughts on the 2v2 competition because I don't think it's my place to talk about it. Coming from, like, as you can imagine, from the like CWC organizers and other competitions, so it is what it is. Okay, I think now I actually have a connection to everybody. Biscuit is gonna be the one that I'm gonna need to get his profile here. Let me actually open it up so I have where to rejoin if I need to rejoin really quickly. There we go. Biscuit Kruger. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, okay, there we go. He actually has so much. Wow. 2200 milliseconds. 4000, bro. Are you living on the moon, bro? Come back to reality, man. 0 MS again. Wait, how did that happen? Oh my god, 3. Oh, he's all over the place, man. Alpha G, where are you going, man? Okay, it's fine. He's stabilized. Okay, so going back into the game, we're gonna need to see the outcome of this attack coming up from India from the east side. We did have an attack going against Byzantium there, and we still have some Mongolian horses that are trying to figure out how they can get a piece of the Byzantium cities. Now, India didn't get to build that many units, but he did manage to get a great general for those Varus. They are extremely strong units going against the horses of Byzantium. Byzantium did try to get a second general, but couldn't actually get it fast enough. He's on 31 points right now. India did manage to recruit that one. We do need to see if the Varus are going to manage to get in and do the damage. Byzantium's archers are actually quite strong, especially with the +1 promotions on them. That is how you defend against the Varus. You get units in the front line, and then you use the archers from the back line. We do need to see how fast Byzantium can actually stabilize this. And looking at the tech side here, I want to see, okay, Konson is 12 turns to stirrups, and he already built the infrastructure he needs for those stirrups. He did manage to defend his city, his capital city. He's getting more horses in the meantime, and is starting to build the road towards his opponent. He should actually just build the road where his horses are right now. So he couples his army with India and keeps going against Byzantium. It doesn't seem like at the moment there's going to be that much pressure on Byzantium, and of course that city will probably benefit from at some point walls. And looking at the development of the empires, I think we were at Aztec when we were last watching this, going for audience chamber in 3 turns. I do see him putting down commercials. In the yields tab, we do have quite a bit of an advantage when it comes to Project Conquerors. They're getting a lot of gold on their side, 42 and 21 here, while Biscuit is on barely 20 and Clemlifashou on 8. There was quite a sacrifice here for Hungary to try to go for an encampment that he didn't actually get to build, and he's building Etemenanki in the southwest. Now Etemenanki will finish, he's gonna get a strong city to play with, and he's gonna have a lot of science from that. Unfortunately, that doesn't give him that many chances, or I should say slowed down his chances, lowered his chances significantly to get commercials and start to acquire those merchants. The merchant points are quite important in the game. We do have a lot of extra trade routes from the merchants that they can acquire and of course get in there. I do have settlers coming out from Sijet and Buna, and I do see Moksha coming up over there, going into that city. Liang is also in Estergom, giving him that nice and juicy extra production, and of course next turn Temenaki is going to give him another point of production on all of these tiles and an extra point of science. We do have a 4th settler and 5th and a 6th soon coming out here, and looking at the southeast, he's going to have to deal at some point with Picfix. Picfix. Oh, Hungary actually did manage to recruit levied units from Jerusalem, and he's trying to put some pressure on Picfix, so he stops his sim, his wild sim. Picfix is trying to get his campuses going, and I do see he's gonna have a +3 there. He did get a city to record on to the west side, and he did prefer to have a stronger campus than a city on the geothermal, which basically denied him the ability to get that campus. Well, we do see he's gonna he's gonna get a builder there to improve his tiles, improving the horse and getting the stone. Now he's tutoring swordsman from the capital city, which is gonna be quite fast to get an army out to the south to defend against an opponent, against his opponent, against Hungary. And I do see him with a possibility to get that city before the warrior goes in. There's an eagle warrior that could attack into the archer, but didn't have an extra movement to attack it 2 times, and that would have been quite important to actually see this. Aztec only has a possible of +4, maybe a +5 for his units. He does have, oh wait a second, let's count this up, because I see amber and the pearl tiles are in the seas, so that might actually add up to +6. What kind of resources does he have? No, he has amber. Okay, there we go. You see the amber here? He has amber. So that's amber, that's 1. And we got salt, that's 2. We got the fur, 3. And what's the 4th one? Wine tile. Wine will be 4th. Okay, and then he can get the pearl for the 5th, and maybe that's a big maybe, he can get it from this. No, that's actually Cree that did manage to snatch away Coleus with the extra luxury bonus for him. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We got warriors coming up from Teotihuacan. Clemlifashou is gonna get how to say, a few pre-builds over here. He might actually want to try to pressure a little bit Picfix, since of course the distance between his two cities, his city and his opponent's city, is not that big. And also you do see he's trying to get the positioning over there to the north of Samarobriva. Neither of them actually have generals. The generals did already get taken, and looks like Mongolia is just going crazy with the generals, especially with the 3 encampments with the orders in them, and God of War and Plunder. Now he did finish Warlord's Throne, and he's getting extra production towards his units, less promotions on less gold upkeep for them. And we can imagine that's going to be quite important. And this is another thing that I wanted to show you. It doesn't look like the Varus can actually pressure through the horses, even without the great generals pushing forward. But anyway, we'll see what happens when those Kesheks come out. 10 turns. Can he get there? Yeah, can he get feudalism? Okay, 4 turns actually. 4 turns. We got feudalism coming up in 4 turns, right? It's gonna be boosted by Clemlifashou. It might actually be faster. Ethelfred did get recruited. We got Hannibal Barca. Okay, we'll see. On the west side, we do have England trying to get the biggest economy in the game here with 41 gold a turn, 86 production. Very, very nice from him. He's also gonna be needing to be wary about Venice in the game from the north. Venice does have 6 warriors that might be actually turned by Hungary. I think it's good that Hungary never actually got here, and that is a pocket CS for them, and they're gonna generate some gold from this, especially because they do get the market or the lighthouse building with an extra +2 gold. You can imagine this is gonna be quite important for England's economy. We do have him with 25 science and 45 culture, doing quite well in both aspects, while Clemlifashou, for example, on the other side, which is basically the free simmer, is going to be 27-36. We did have also Hungary finishing up that Temenanki, 2 turns for a commercial from Esztergom, 2 for 2-1 tiles, 4 5-1s, and I do see he's gonna get a 5-1 rice tile. Well, it is what it is. We do have Buna coming up in the northeast with another settler, Sejet as well, and we do see him settling the west, where he does have multiple bananas to benefit from. Nothing much is happening here. We just have some shots that are being taken, and it looks like Byzantium is getting pressured by those Varus. Byzantium doesn't look like has a chance to attack into the Varus, especially now that the Varus are getting clumped up together. This is the thing, right? They need to be clumped up together. And of course, he does benefit from a general here. It will take a while. Oh, Konson actually, by the looks of this military engineer, he's gonna try to go around to the east side of the Empire of Byzantium, while Byzantium moved almost all of his military to defend against the west side. And this is what I was saying, there's a little bit of a mismatch, a desynchronization when it comes to the attacks. All that India needs to do is keep his army alive right now. If he keeps his army alive and doesn't pressure that much Byzantium, like keeps up the pressure, forces him to keep that army alive on the west side, that will give a chance to Mongolia to to put army on the east side and try to take out his opponent's cities. If that doesn't happen, all of this army, after it finishes off with the Indian army, they're gonna move to the east side and go against Mongolia. We do have entertainment complex coming up from Cree in the city that he does have Magnus in, so that will allow him to actually chop if he has enough chops to go for Colosseum. Let me see the position of this one. It's here. Oh, that's oh, wait, 2, 4, 6. Okay, so if he puts it here, he's gonna get 2, 4, 5, 6, possible 7 cities Colosseum, 8 cities Colosseum. 2, 4, 6. No, that's not 8. Okay, possible 7 cities Colosseum. I do see he's buying some more tiles, some 2-2s, and he can, of course, buy out the forest. He should buy out the forest so he can get the chops in. The moment he has 1, 2, 3 chops that I can see that are going to be quite powerful. Can get the 4th one on the east side of Mikisivwachik, and of course with Magnus he's going to do them quite nicely. Byzantium is also trying to get in there with 2 missionaries. This would require, and I'm thinking they are trying to how to say, they're trying to get a religion on Cree, and of course give Byzantium an extra +2 from the taxes trade. That's usually how the strategy works, right? You do try to do as many religions as possible on your team, and because Byzantium can get that extra +2 against his opponent's units with after he took down the original city of a new religion. Other than his empire, he's gonna get an extra +2. Well, that again takes quite a bit of coordination to go for, and by the looks of it, it's not happening. We do have Mongolia actually trying to take down Bandar Brunei from the east side. That's that got taken over by an opponent, or was he forced to actually declare war on it because of that scout? I don't know, one of the two. It does only have 3 cities. That will be a 4th city, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be happy benefiting from it, getting some gold from those mines also. Looking at what's going on over here, we do have Byzantium with multiple horses trying to defend, and it does seem like temples are coming out from that city center. Okay, looks like India here needs to be careful, and yeah, I think it would have been quite deadly over here to attack into that Varu. Again, Darlapinu this time around needs to be extremely careful how he's gonna do this. Byzantium is forcing him to move through the forest and not in the flatland, where of course there's gonna be some damage done there. We do have Byzantium also building the line of defense and managing to keep away the Indian units. So there aren't that many archers that could deal the damage against the horses of Byzantium here, but I don't see that many units from Byzantium that can attack back. The position, unfortunately, of these tiles does stop them from actually having direct vision on the middle. He has a vision on this Varu, for example, that he can keep on shooting. He's probably gonna try to last move it. We do have already some hippodromes being put down, and I do see JackTheRipper is 3 turns engineering, 3 turns civil service. Okay, he's trying to get that religion, that military alliance also. We do have an attack from Aztec that it doesn't look like it's gonna get discovered here. It seems like Aztec was poking a little bit at Gaul from the north, and even if Governor Victor did get plugged into the city of Samarobriva, the archer of Gaul was more focused on the units in the north, while Aztec will probably first move his units directly next to the city of Samarobriva. He has 2 swordsmen, a horse, and 2 of these eagle warriors that he could get to bear against his opponent here, and I do believe Picfix is in a little bit of trouble. We don't have that much of a military in the north because he was forced to watch the south. Picfix was putting as many units as possible to defend against a possible aggression from Hungary. He didn't know how many units were there, and it looks like Picfix did retreat his archer behind the river, which just allows Clemlifashou to move in with his units and probably take over the city of Samarobriva. That was Bandar Brunei taken down. Mongolia just got another horse, and it looks like He's gonna need to move them back. He has new horses going to the north of Aksu, while he is one turn away from stirrups. He's gonna start putting on the field as many of those Kesheks as he possibly can. He still has 1, 2, 3, 4 builders that are helping him chop down his units, and I gotta say he doesn't actually have how to say he doesn't actually have. Oh man, that feels like a mistake, by the way. He doesn't actually have heavy chariots to upgrade into his units, into knights, stirrups, you know, knights. Hello. But anyway, we do have Byzantium trying to get a settler out. Whoa. Okay. I mean, that is optimistic to say the least. You know. Salty, guten Abend. How are you doing, ma'am? Oh. I see, Varus, you're happy. Well, good evening, and I do hope you have a wonderful time over there. I understand this is a bit of a break from learning and stuff like that. Well, I hope it is gonna be good time to spend. Chef Jimo, let me actually take a look here. JackTheRipper getting a civil service in next turn, and Alpha G is going to get also a civil service. They are next to each other, so that might not make sense. We do have Stonehenge being built in Whiskey Kisane, and looks like Alpha G is indeed trying to get the Colosseum going from his capital city. He is going to try to get that religion with Stonehenge, and that's something that I didn't see on opponents here. We do have also Aztec managing to get those units next to Gaul's units, and look how fast actually the Gallic army did get to reposition there into the city of Samaro-Briva. He doesn't have an easy job to go for, but he's getting a builder from Tervana, which can actually go for this 2-2, and well, actually not a 2-2 because that's not his. Oh man, that is this. So I'm actually quite curious. Is how much damage does he do? Not that much actually. City is not under siege. He would need like at least 2 more swordsmen, but anyway, we'll see how much he wants to sacrifice here. He still could take Samaro-Briva, but I think with quite a bit of a steep price for it. We do have a military engineer about to cross the road across the river and create a road that will allow all of those Kesheks to come out quite quickly. He's also getting another settler. This might be a mistake, getting a settler. He's probably trying to put it to the north. At this point, I should think he should actually get the Kesheks faster than anything else, and put the pressure on Byzantium before the Tagmas. The Tagmas come out, might be game over. We do have Darlapinu still doing the damage on the horses, and it looks like Mongolia is managing to get in from the east, starting to do some damage against the Byzantium units, while he's going to need to wait for the generals to arrive there. Looks like there is Timur and Ethelfled available for Mongolia to use, and still Mongolia benefits from quite a few chops that he needs to put there. Now we will see military alliance activated for Byzantium, while on the other side I didn't see a military alliance activated. Konson is 4 turns away from it, while Clemlifashou is getting it next turn. He will boost it for him. I'm pretty sure how to say, Mongolia didn't boost it for himself. He doesn't have 10 pop city. We do have a few horses from Mongolia that for some reason keep moving east. I was thinking he's gonna move them back on the front line, so he keeps this wave of attack against Byzantium. I think they are consistently underestimating over here the power of Ireling Byzantium, or I should say taking him down with overwhelming forces. Okay, the Kazaks really need to come out and see. Let's see what they can do. We do have a counterattack in the north. One of the units of Mongolia did go down, and he can't really attack right now against Byzantium units. He doesn't have his general in place, and we do see Byzantium at the moment is managing to defend his tiles. Konson did get civil service, and he is just a moment away from actually getting that military alliance. So is India. So should India get that military alliance at the moment that we don't see that happening. It did manage to push back a tile, and still we do have a line of units defending Byzantium here. Okay, so another city. So over here, Cree did manage to get the religion Buddhism. That's gonna get taken out by Byzantium. That's the original, the founding city of the religion there. 5 turns for Colosseum to finish in Mikisi Vwachik. And I do see he does still have at least 2 chops to go for if he wants to. Honestly, he should just improve the J tile. Nobody is actually trying to do that. We don't have Aztec with the ability to take over the city anymore. He lost one of his swordsmen, and he can't really attack into that city center. I'm not sure exactly what the moves were done here, but he can't actually attack into the city anymore. He's gonna get counterattacked, and it does seem like a Picfix did get the defense going. Now, Picfix does have 35 science and 55 culture, unfortunately with -7 gold, but again, he's being upkept by Dredhel's 67 and Alpha G on 38. We do have him also managing to get to men at arms because of this, and now at this point the Aztec army is just irrelevant. And walls go up. Okay, well, I guess that's you know, that's attack over there. We do have the first Kashaks starting to get on the front line here. They do manage to deal significant damage, especially right now with the regional bonus and the military alliance activated. They can two-shot or three-shot the horses from afar, and we do need to see if Mongolia is going to manage to push through. I think, wait, this is the Mongolia that doesn't get to, oh my god, did he just buy another settler? Okay, he's he's trying to get more cities. Optimistic, bro. But at the same time, of course, he's 110 away from Divine Line. He's gonna get his tagmas, and those tagmas will be a lot harder to deal with. We do have more Kashaks coming out from the production queues of Mongolia, and the moves, the war moves, will matter a lot when it comes to this. Now we're gonna see how this is gonna be. Someone who has info asking us about can there be a counter push from Picfix. By the way, I love how that actually flows. There can be a counter push from Gaul. I don't think he actually wants to invest that much into this counter push. I think he's more content on letting how to say, his opponent lose a few tiles over here, like lose a few units, and that's about it. They do need to go for the ENA score for the next age, and they need to secure that before anything else. He still has 3 points to go for, and he's trying to build Temple of Artemis. While he's also going to need to expand a little more to the west side. He has 2 more cities that he could go for. 3, I see, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 cities that he could easily get for a possible 5th one over here to the west of Durekorteron. And the moment it does seem like Aztec is figuring it out, he's not going to get to do anything here. He's just retreating. We do need to see the moves here. This is again going to be extremely important. These Varus will probably withstand the Tagmas quite a bit, and you do see the Tagmas are 61 against that Varus 65. That is without the general bonus and without the -5 of the Varu next to it. We do need to see if the Kashaks from the east side will be enough to do this, and also we're going to need to see if there's going to be there gonna be enough Tagmas to fight, because at the moment Jack only has 3 possible hippodromes with of course 3 possible extra buildings in them. And he's gonna try to get his Grandmaster Chapel at some point so he can buy those units out. Can he build some? He probably can, and we're gonna need to see when he's gonna do it. This looks like it's they slow down this significantly, and it is unbelievable how they ended up like this. Honestly, desynchronization of the attacks is the result of this. If they synced their attacks at the same time, even if one attack came a little bit later than the other, they should have been able to do this. Like take down Byzantium before he actually got to Tagmas. Anyway, we've seen this quite a few times actually. I've seen this more than a few times to see what's going on here. The desynchronization of their attacks, one trying to run a bit faster than the other, and because of that, unfortunately, their opponents has time to move the defense from one side to the other, and that actually just secures his victory on the defense. We do have Temple of Artemis coming out from Aduatuca. I do see encampment coming out from Samarobriva, settlers coming out from Dervana. Okay, more libraries, and it looks like on the other side, Clemlifashou did manage to get 54 science and 63 culture, actually doing quite nicely. Okay, let's take a look at the moves here. Okay, we start to see the Keshiks dwindling the numbers of these units down, and I don't see Mongolia now going that crazy with his attacks on the units of Byzantium. He needs to use the Keshiks more than anything else, honestly, at this point. Definitely the Keshiks. The Keshiks need to do the power. These Tagmas can two-shot the Keshiks, by the way, if they're out of position. And we do see Mongolia is bringing a settler over there also, while he's doing more damage from the south. Okay. He's gonna need to bring so many of these Keshiks to bear. That's the big important part is the majority of the army of India is also positioned on the west side, and we don't see Byzantium able to. Oh no, no strategic mistake, massive strategic mistake, by the way, to move those Varus out of position and not letting them benefit from support bonus. The Tagmas will be able to do significant damage if that happens over there. Needs to be careful with this. Now Byzantium, with all of the bonuses on his, does actually benefit from strong horses, not to mention archer support and so on. So you shouldn't fool around with this. It only takes a little bit and it goes out of how to say, it goes chaotically out of control there. Just a second over here, I'm trying to give some feedback on something that somebody asked me about, and I think it's really important to give the feedback on. Okay. There we go. So, Mongolian Keshiks are starting to deal the damage against the Tagmas. Looks like that Tagma will not have enough experience to get the promotion in. And also Mongolia has a bit of a problem. He can't attack into those Tagmas at all. We do see... no, Mongolia did put a city right in the face of Byzantium, and is now gonna need to get the new Keshiks on the front line over there on the east side to keep on dealing the damage against these units, slowly dwindle the numbers. The new Tagmas are coming out from the cities of Byzantium. He only has 1, 2 to work here. He's gonna get two more next turn, and another one in 3 turns. Now we're gonna need to see how fast he can actually build them. In the meantime, Konson does have 27 science and 34 culture. Castles is coming up in 7 turns, and it looks like Divine Right coming up in 2. We got heavy chariots, the next units up on the build queues, and this will allow him to get knights. Very good actually switch from Konson to go towards knights. He does need stronger units to attack into the Tagmas, and the same thing is happening on Byzantium. Actually, we got some I see his is putting swordsman in production, so he doesn't have any more uh, iron resource, and then he's using that. Okay, sure. Then he's using he's buying the heavy chariots with gold. Well, it is what it is. If anybody can use the strategies here. I can't. Oh no, actually, did that? What did happen over there? Did that Tagma die or no? The Tagma actually left. There was a Keshik, I think, that died. Some chaotic moves from the beginning. Both of them actually tried to attack into each other. One of the Keshiks went into Amasia. I think there were two that died over there. There might have been one on the oil type, but anyway, that was quite chaotic as what happened. We do have heavy chariots, of course, turning into knights. The heavy chariots will need we will need to see how strong the knights will be, and of course, Mongolia bringing more of these units. So I think Jack is doing a tremendous job by keeping two civs away from Simic. Yeah, can you show the text? We can take a look at the text. Yes, 2 turns for machinery and 3 turns for mercenaries. And yes, I think this, well, he did an awesome job actually staying alive here, and he's still doing quite a bit of an effort to actually stay alive against these Keshiks. The moves are a bit chaotic. We do have Konson trying to get in with these Keshiks, while he's keeping his units quite far apart from each other. This actually poses quite a bit of a challenge for the Mongolian units to get all of the bonuses on their side. The fact that he can that Byzantium can buy with gold so many of these heavy chariots and upgrade them into Tagmas will also give him a significant advantage. Man, this is just, you know, the result of what we've seen earlier. We do have England managing to settle another continent and getting an extra trade out capacity with it. Trying to also scout out the east side, see if there is anything happening over here. Byzantium did get a scout in the cities of Aztec, managing to get something done there. We do have a foreign ministry coming up in Tenochtitlan, and I do see Gaul did stabilize the defense here, while Aztec at the moment only has +3 per luxury attack bonus. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard of a bonus. Okay, Mongolia did retreat his Keshiks to get some promotions on, and I do see knights are coming around. These are going to be strong enough to treat punches with the Byzantium horses, but not strong enough against the Tagmas. The Tagmas are at an awesome 80 strength, by the way, on the defense. It's going to take a lot of these Keshiks to actually put them down, and I'm pretty sure with more of them coming, Jack at some point will counterattack into these units, since not that many of them can actually do that much damage on return. And this is the problem, right? This is the problem. We do have Cree managing to get Colosseum in the city of Mikisivwachik. They did manage to get that going earlier with let's see, Greece 51 science and 77 culture, getting aqueducts and preparing his infrastructure for the next part of the game with industrial zones. We do have builders coming up from Wiskayo Kisein and upgrading his city over there. These are all feudalism builders, by the way. They do benefit from the extra +2 charges. England did also finish multiple cities with the harbors and these lighthouses, and he's probably gonna need to go for shipyards and start to get his production up, since it's not like he's gonna need that much of anything else. He did get Oracle earlier, and I'm pretty sure he's the only one making great admiral points a turn. He's on 17 great admiral points a turn, with the next one being Zenghi. That's gonna give him another free trader. That is awesome, by the way, for him. He's gonna get such a good economy, allowing them to buy 1 heavy chariot a turn, and then upgrade, promote so many units is such a good advantage. We do have India trying to push in, and we do have a row of archers also prepared from India. It does look like they're trying to push in at the same time now, while Cree from the west is not actually doing that many units. Still, it's Byzantium that has the strongest units to actually try to put up a defense against these Indian units on the west. We got some attacks. Mongolia getting in with the knights now. He is figuring out these Tagmas are doing significant damage even against the knights, but they still need 3 attacks to attack into one knight to actually take it down, or maybe some archer support. Mongolia is trying to figure out if he can push from the north a little bit, but again, I don't think he should push that hard. He needs to be careful with his moves and try to dwindle the number of his opponent units down significantly before he goes in, because these Tagmas can immediately counterattack if they find a weakness. So I would say positioning is extremely important here. We do have new units from Mongolia that are taking position to attack into the city of Byzantium here, and I do see India trying to also get in from the west side. Byzantium is starting to upgrade the crossbows, and he's upgrading a decent chunk of them that will push back the Varus with no problems whatsoever. Vicky is like, keep calm and carry on. Yeah, exactly. Byzantium is like tank, and Vicky, Cree just doing all the things. Yeah. I'm actually quite curious how Hungary is going to try to affect this. There still are city-states in the game that could do something. We did see Hungary also again recruiting the units of Jerusalem and sending some to stop the expansions of Gaul from the south here. Imhotep got recruited by Gaul, and looking at the city-states, we do have Venice with Mogadishu as the trade city-states. Granada will be the one with Brezhnev, by the way, for military power. Hattusa and Bologna are on science, and Hattusa is being taken over by Picfix, and then we do have Dredhel on Bologna. Actually, they're from the same team, so they have the advantage when it comes to the science on city-states. Cinguetti with Jerusalem are on Clemlifashou and Biscuit. Both of them actually from the teams. Give me a second so I can finish this. Hello. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Hello. I go A or B. I think A, right? Let's go for military. Let's go for preserve and me. Which beliefs did India choose? He went for Zen meditation, scripture, and cross-cultural dialogue, while Cree, well, he got his religion taken down there. So that was a good question. Honestly, I'm not even sure it matters what I would say what religion India has here. It's good that he has a religion. I'm pretty sure that cross-cultural dialogue is not going to work that much on his side, and at this point it looks like with the arrival of the crossbows, all of his Varus are going to die. If they don't retreat, they're going to die, and the Tagmas will just get to push forward. There are some Indian crossbows here also, which would have been nice if they would have been on the front line like 4 turns ago, but it's too late now. We do have these crossbows that can do a lot of damage on the east side as well, and dwindle the strength of these Mongolian knights. While Mongolia is probably gonna try to get out with the Kesheks. These Kesheks, yeah, they do get attacked quite strongly by the crossbows also. Oh well, it is what it is. They tried. It will not happen. I don't think this is gonna happen. Like, honestly, I don't think this is gonna happen. Yes, I can show the yields. We do have 133 production coming up from Biscuit on CPB and 120 on Clemlifashou. On the other side, it looks like Dredhel is on 152 already and Alpha G on 172. Very, very good bonuses coming up from both of them. Not to mention the gold generation is right now with PCS, even if we do have positive economy from Konson and Darlak Pinu, is the Biscuit, how to say, Hungarian economy and the Montezuman economy are not strong enough to deal with everything. Now we still have some units taken down by the Mongolian units, and it's just a matter of time until this Tagmas will start to counterattack. You can see he's trying to go against that Keshek that is standing in the forest, and it can one-shot it because that Keshek does have low HP. Mongolia still has a few knights that he can upgrade his units from, and I do see his I did see earlier that he's not only building some more, but he was trying to get the terracotta army for an extra promotion on each of those. It's gonna be quite hard for him to keep up with the unit count that he needs. Of course, Byzantium did spend a lot of gold trying to get his units out. Buying heavy chariots and then upgrading them into Tagmas. He has another wave of Tagmas coming off soon from his cities and is benefiting from Wallow's throne. At the moment he doesn't actually have and I'm not even sure he has enough time to go for how to say oh my god, Grandmaster Chapel, GMC. That's what I was thinking of all of the acronyms instead of saying the name. Yeah, Grandmaster Chapel, so he can have the ability to buy stuff. Please, yeah, kick W. Ooh, ooh. Oh man, these two horses will die. One died, then this one will die. That was a trap. That was a trap. Yeah, and this is, remember when I was saying you gotta be careful not to over exaggerate when it comes to attacking, because otherwise immediately the Tagmas will deal the damage on return, and you're gonna end up in this situation. Well, this is what's happening. We do have more Kesheks coming to fight, and it does look like Byzantium is bringing more of these Tagmas to bear. The Knights of Mongolia will have more strength to deal with them, and it's all about the first moves here. We do have some units on the west side from India that are also getting right now in. Looks like Varus were forced to retreat, getting shot by a few of these crossbows put back behind. We got Bandar Bunei coming up with also coursers. These might be a pillage squad going against Gaul here. I do see Hungary did finally manage to get the general earlier. Okay, that's gonna be in Debrecen, and I don't think actually, and I don't see him building up an army. Yeah, they're just he's just gonna need to get the gold, and that is gonna be quite a challenge. From an earlier stage, he did not manage to compete with his opponent with Cree, and Cree does benefit from 10 great merchant points a turn, as Aztec is on 5, and Hungary was forced to do quite a few projects to actually be competitive over here. Looking at the previously recruited, we did have Marco Polo recruited by Hungary, making me eat my words over here, and then Ib Faldan was recruited by Cree. We did have also Cree managing to get Zanki on, so he was 2. Cree did manage to get 2, while we did have one extra one for Hungary. Well, at least he did get the free one. He didn't need to build it. You could say that's quite important as well. We do have Teotihuacan coming up with universities, campuses also in Texcoco. Let's see the word moves. I think it's quite important to see how Konson is going to keep on dwindling the numbers of his opponents. He is focusing on taking as many of these units, horses down as possible, the weak ones. And I do see India is also getting pushed from the west. We do have some quick moves coming up over there from Byzantium and taking down one of the Varus, while Dark Lapiniu lost a unit. He's starting to get in with other ones. We do have some Mongolian units going towards this city, but again, without more units next to them and being clumped up, they don't have a support bonus nor flanking bonus. Quite a bit of an issue when pushing into an opponent like this. There still is a lot of pressure on Byzantium. He's not out of the woods yet, but there is a significant chance of him getting out of here, and getting out of here as in staying alive. That's what I mean. Staying alive. You know, it's significant. That is significant in itself, staying alive. We did have another city being placed in the north, and I do see Jack is going to get another city over here on the 1-1, probably next turn. While yes, there are some units for India trying to stop that from happening. They're not going to get there in time. We do have Jack with minus 23 gold a turn, but Dredhel is on 126 science and 171 gold, while also Alpha G on the next to him is on 119. They are managing to not only get the science but also the gold necessary to build, upgrade whatever they need to. India would be the first one to fall. Yes, we will probably see, or I would think that we would probably see Cree try to get some cuirassiers or maybe some tanks going at some point. I think cuirassiers would be enough to actually take down India. Cuirassier course, he does have a lot of culture if he just clicks on the button, but again, by the looks of it, Alpha G over here is not really looking to be quite aggressive and is more than content of letting this game be like this and try to sim and mind his own business instead of going for an all-out attack against his opponent. We do have also the city of Agra and Hyderabad, 3 tiles out from the coast, which does mean they can be attacked by battleships, so you know that's always a possibility. Just let him live, let Jack over here deal with the pressure of his opponent's units, and then just go in with the battleships and finish the job. Of course, we do need to see if Mongolia is going to manage to get the pressure on Byzantium. I do notice his knights are actually making God's work here to defend against these Byzantium units, and is managing to deal significant damage against the other units. There will be a point where these Tagmas will need to counterattack into the units of Mongolia. Oh, oh, hello. Oh, hello. Okay, this there's no way for them to take the Tagmas, but they can take down quite a few units here, and that's exactly what he's doing. Is slowly tearing through the units, the defenses on the west side. More Varus coming in. We got a wave of builders that will need to keep on chopping, and I do have to take a look at what they did pick in the second era. In the golden ages, we got everybody actually getting their golden ages. Konson did go for a pen, brush, and voice, and we do have him on 32 and 35. He's getting converted by India, and I do see Terracotta is 4 turns away from finishing. There we go, counter attacks coming up from these Tagmas. It looks like Byzantium is figuring out this knight will be a little bit exposed, and he's gonna go against him. Now the Mongolian Keshiks will need to figure out, okay, I guess this one can still shoot. Is he gonna figure out this one can still shoot? He should. Anyway, Biscuit is on pen, brush, and voice with 61 science and 81 culture, 80 gold a turn, and yeah, the Mongolian unit did shoot, but at the north, Darlak Pinu only has 21 science and 40 culture. The fact that he is converting his ally over here will allow him to get more culture from cultural dialogue, and we do have a pillage squad going against the Gaul here to the east side. Very important to see the first moves on both sides. We do have India managing to get some moves over here, getting a builder, while from the east we do have a Tagma getting an attack. It's probably gonna get, no, it's not gonna go down. It's way too strong to go down. Looks like the Lapinu doesn't actually have the first moves here, and he was a bit wary of how he should do the attack. I think he lost one of his units. I think that was a Var, if I'm not mistaken, while one of his crossbows will also die. We got general also for those crossbows, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna need to do something to retreat it, because the level 2 crossbow of Byzantium is gonna be quite strong attacking into it. We do also need to see what's gonna happen on the east. I'm gonna keep the screen here, and we're gonna need to see what's going on. Clemlifashou, 81 science, 87 culture with a pen, brush, and voice golden age. Unfortunately, on 5 series, this will not allow him to develop nicely in the next part of the game, since he doesn't have settlers on the way. And it does seem like Gaul is preparing a counter push against the Aztec here. We do have a battering ram from statue of Zeus, and he did manage to get multiple archers over there. He's at the moment more focused on expanding, and I I guess that was in my mind, right? That he's gonna prepare a counter push since I did see the battery ram. No, I don't think he's gonna counter push right now. I don't think yeah, he's waiting for more. Anyway. We do have JackTheRipper with more mortality golden range 23 and 33, still being pushed by his opponents there. Does Gaul build terracotta? No, I did not see terracotta. He's just getting an encampment, by the way, down. Over here. Oh no, he did get one from somewhere of Riva or something. What is his second one? This is the second one, and it is here, between the mountains. What? Between the mountains like that? Okay, well, I guess can be done. Anyway. Dredhel 152 science, 72 culture with a free inquiry golden age. He's getting all of that science from his harbors, and he does have strong ones to begin with. Now we do need to see Mongolia's choice of attack. It looks like Byzantium did take a hit over here. His level 2 crossbow got taken down from the west side, and it does seem like actually Jack does not want to settle. He wants to get out of there. Try to escape, do an escape settler. It does seem like Mongolia from the east side is pressuring him quite a bit, and he's starting to not be that convinced of his chances of success here. Okay. To be honest, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think he's gonna deal with the armies of Mongolia. Mongolia's tried to sim behind all of this, and it doesn't seem like he's doing it. But anyway, Picfix 6673, he does have pen Russian voice on his side. We got Alpha G 86 and 116 on Cree. Cree is doing amazingly well to defend to expand here 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9 cities, while he's building up an army of spearmen that can easily turn into pikemen. With his science and culture, he should get to metal casting quite easily, and then keep on moving forward towards metal cast, towards cuirassiers, towards ballistics. This was something that honestly I was expecting much earlier, but I guess it will take a little bit more time to get his science going, which is gonna be fine. I mean, he does have more than decent amount of production. He's on 232 production, allowing him to be quite flexible. The fact that we did have Mongolia push from the east side here, and at the same time India, and you can see right now that they did actually synchronize their attacks. They're starting to buckle Byzantium. If they would have done this from the beginning, they would have probably taken out Byzantium together. The fact that there was a desync of like 10 turns between the attacks, like a first attack coming up from India, going against Pitati, trying to get there fast, and then another attack coming up from the east side 10 turns later from Mongolia, it just allowed Byzantium to deal with both attacks properly. It's unfortunate when it happens, but it does happen quite a bit. I don't know what that is, by the way. With, footballer. Okay, sure. It's under ban from Premier League match. Okay, sure. Maybe it's a defensive move versus Mongolia. Wait, what? Wait, what is a defensive move? Not following. Oh, packing shots incoming. You mean from the west side? Yeah, I don't think this is actually a full defensive move. These are way too many spearmen to be just a defensive move. He's gonna put a spearman on every tile, right? Could easily go against India if he wants to, but the moment I also want to point out, these are not usually units you want to go attack with. These are more defensive in nature, but you can do it. You can attack with them. There really need to be a lot more knights there on the front line, and I do see Terracotta Army is going to finish next turn. We do have every turn almost 1 or 2 caches going down here, and the number of units on Byzantium are dropping as well. But we do have new Tagmas coming around, and it does seem like Byzantium did almost manage to chop all of his tiles here. Hello there, Design Flow. Cree cosplaying as Zulu. I guess so. I guess so. He's thinking he's gonna have impies. Yay! Yeah. Design Flow, how are you doing, sir? Did you enjoy yesterday's game, by the way? Did you enjoy the final? We got Shaka. Yeah, I mean that actually has a good ring to it. Shaka, the Bone Maker. Yeah, yeah, man. We actually need to get how to say you know how you have like in GPS navigation different voices for the game for the application. We should actually have different voices for the storyline. You know, each of the leaders and so on and so forth. When you click a leader, you know, it should shout Shaka, and then you click another one, and it's gonna be Wilhelmina, you know, and then another one, and it's gonna be like Cree, you know, the Pound Maker. Oh man, no, I think I'm going too strong on this one, man. Too strong on this one. Also, Australian staying alive for so long was an unsung hero. Yeah, he did amazing, right? He did amazing. That was one city in the tundra over there staying alive. A Photoshop Poundmaker head on Shaka body. Yeah. Oh man, wait. Was that? I don't know. I can't actually. Oh man, I can't share it. I did at some point make some memes with Moisos, with how to say Maori and so on and so forth. His face on Maori, because he had at some point he made like an extremely funny face in a picture, and oh my god, it just turned gold. I don't know if I can share it on stream though. It was shared on Discord and stuff like that. Anyway, we do have more knights coming up from the production queues of Mongolia. It seems like that Rapino did start to convert some of the cities of Mongolia here, at least 2 of them, and he's going to need to convert 3 more. He's starting with that. The population converted from Mongolia is going to give him more science, and that's going to be nice. He did also finish, it does seem like Sanadu did also finish Terracotta Army, allowing him to get some, how to say, some promotions over here for the units. Multiple knights did get promoted, and it does seem like the moment Mongolia is trying to protect his Kesheks from those counterattacks, Byzantium is also gonna need to do something about these timers, but he wants to get the heals popping off, so he gets some units, some healthier units to go there. Crossbows from the west side are trying to get in and do the damage against these Byzantium units, while we do have more and more units from Cree showing up on his eastern border. These Tagmans of Byzantium don't seem to be that phased of the attacks of the crossbows here. Even if they are 3 crossbows, they don't have enough punch to deal the damage against the Tagmans full on. At the same time, on the east side, the Mongolia is going to need to figure out exactly the weakness in his opponent's armor, so he can try and get in and swoop in, take down these Byzantium Tagmas, and then start to take down cities. Of course, Byzantium is trying to get a safety settler out behind the safety of his ally over there, Cree. Now, we do have a potential attack coming up from Gaul. If he wants to go against Aztec, he's still going to need a lot more science and a lot more culture to deal with this. And it looks like he's going to need to deal with some Hungarian troops from the southeast. Granada did get levied, and we do have Hungarian men-at-arms starting to pillage the lands of Tervana, while Gaul is bringing to bear a few of his crossbows to deal with this threat. It does seem like the units... Oh, wait, that's one from Tervana, one from Granada, one from Jerusalem. Wow, okay. Is Hungary over here trying to be as annoying as possible. And we do have a Mongolian pillage squad coming up into the Corteron. Doesn't have enough strength to take cities, but he is gonna try to pressure us fast and as hard as possible the tiles of gold to pillage them out. And we're gonna need to see how successful he's gonna be in his endeavor, in his journey. Did his settler die? Who? No, it's here. Byzantium is here. It's here. No, it's fine. It's fine. They never actually got to deal with that settler. And India realized he's not gonna go in Cree's land, so he just got back. Oh, you mean Gaul? Wait, Gaul? Oh, this one? Oh, right. It looks like it's not there anymore. I don't know if it died, but it's not there anymore. He had two of them, right? He went. Oh my God, it's not here anymore. You're right. I don't know what happened to them, but you're right. There were two settlers, one going south over here for the incense and one going southwest. Both of them are missing. England, you're talking about this city? This city was settled for another trade route and of course the Checkered Hills. England does get an extra trade route capacity when he settles on another continent. And that is another continent. So, and of course with Checkered Hills, man, that was, you know, that was a bit too much. Okay, we don't have that many units from Byzantium anymore. Looks like being forced to defend the west side as well as the east side. That did leave him with a bit of a problem here. We do have Mongolia managing to get very strong Kesheks now to bear against his opponent here. With the level 2 Kesheks, he's starting to do significant damage against the Tagmas. Byzantium still has movement on these units, on some of the units. So if they get attacked, they can he can promote them. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure he's trying as much as possible to how to say to bait the Mongolian attacks into the stronger units, not the other units, these weaker units. For example, there would have been a possibility for this Keshek to deal with this Tagma if they had, yeah, see, 1, 2. Now this Tagma is actually going to survive. But anyway, maybe he can attack it with the knight if he wants to. Is there enough knight movement? Yes, there is enough. That's not strong enough though. Anyway, we do have the Kesheks getting the promotions here that are going to start moving towards the main cities of Byzantium. And there's another wave of Tagmas coming with walls going up in Amasia. We'll see if Konson is going to have enough units and punch to deal with this threat. The result is that it's going to be extremely hard for them to come back into the game after this. They would have needed to rely on Aztec and on Hungary to be the ones hitting the late game, and we're going to need to see if that's actually going to happen. It does seem like Cree is getting out of hand, and also Dredhel at the same time. Dredhel can do the late game tank artilleries or go for nukes, and he can definitely do whatever he wants with his army. Okay, we got another Tagma going down. Not that many going down here. Okay, this Kesheks is gonna probably die though. By the looks of it, it can be attacked and easily attacked, and another one goes down in the north. And that's a bit unfortunate. Again, really needs to be careful how he places his units. You don't want to trade in this situation. You want to deal the damage and then you know, go back. Keep pushing, but dealing more damage on your opponent, not trading. Otherwise, if you start trading, Byzantium is gonna probably be well ahead. Okay, Corsairs coming out. I do see intelligence agency coming out from Xanadu. That's gonna give a spy to Mongolia to use, and that's gonna be an extra +3 damage that he could get against his opponent. That's gonna be quite nice. Of course, if this would have been Genghis Khan Mongolia, well, that would have been a totally different punch, because not only Genghis Khan does benefit from a +3 on attack from the Mongol horde ability, but also benefits from that ability of capturing his enemy units, especially the cav units, right? The cav units, I mean. That would have been amazing, but it's not meant to me. It is what it is. Wait, you're talking about England's settler or something? Or I'm confused right now. Oh wait, Mongolia, Bimrax? Can he do some damage here? No. No. Can he actually do some damage here? I think he's gonna lose the units, right? Let's see. I don't think he has enough punch to take that city down. Walls coming up next turn. Yeah, it's not enough to deal with it this turn. Yeah, that's it. Jerusalem got also pushed back. There is a Hungarian general here, which did actually need to move quite a few turns if you wanted to move that alongside those crossbows. And it looks like they did manage to do significant damage to Picfix to keep him low in his stats, which is quite important also. We're going to need to see if they're going to manage to significantly take an advantage of this. Clemlifashou did manage to arrive at 160 science with 112 culture, managing to get another settler on the west side, and I do see him trying to get more culture in the meantime. We did have more knights appear over here, and Mongolian Kesheks are trying to figure out exactly which are the weaker targets, while from the west side at the moment there's no advantages coming out from Cree yet. But he's going, okay, this is a defensive, purely defensive army, guys. So a spearman on every tile to defend against Varus. That's a bit of an overreaction there. And anyway, what do you think? Is Jack having a good game here? I mean, don't get me wrong. So let me put it up in front so nobody actually gets me wrong here. I believe he did very well staying alive, and I believe he did the good moves, and I believe he actually did manage to ERL 2 of his opponents doing this. Now, that being said, do you think he actually has a good game? As in him as a I would say player is thinking of himself having a good game? Because oh man, I don't know if I would have been that happy dealing with this. Like getting attacked all of game over here trying to deal with this. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Samor Obriva did get hit by the volcano, and it looks like he took more damage in the fortification, and he's gaining some health than he took from his opponents here. And there is a possibility if he's going there. Think about the team, not about your own game. yes, I know, right? But man, that's just, you know, sometimes when it gets to you, bro, it gets to you. It's just a perfect game in such a situation. Yes, I agree. As in, what could have been better here, right? What could have been better here? He did what he needed to do. Okay, we do have right now a few more attacks going. Of course, Mongolia actually benefiting from that extra promotion on multiple nights does allow him to get the +10 charge promotion, which does make him able to attack into the Tagmas with an extra +10, which is amazing. As you can see, he actually starts to equal down the Tagmas with it. We do need to see if Mongolia is going to manage to find the weakness here, and yes, we do have less units for Byzantium to defend with, and he's still being pressured from the left and from the east. Ansira did get settled. That's a safety city for Byzantium, so whatever happens here, he's still going to be alive behind the safety of Cree's cities. Now we do have in the southeast coming up Hungary with the new crossbows, well, the levied crossbows of Jerusalem. He got those back, and he still does a lot of damage here. Unfortunately, the Hungarian general got pushed back, and it's going to take quite a bit of time to get in there. Hungary did put a spy in Durekortona. Cree nationalism incoming. Let me see. Yeah, we do have one-turn nationalism, one-turn cartography. We're gonna see multiple units start to core up. We don't have that much time until the next era starts to kick in, and some of the players might actually want to stay in Golden Age, go for that reform the coinage, or benefit from well, I don't think anybody wants to benefit from monumentality, but reform the coinage could be quite a good thing. Well, we do have Gallic musketmen starting to come out, and from what I can see, Hungary is starting to deal more damage here. He still is benefiting from the levies of Jerusalem and Granada at the same time, doing quite a bit of damage against these units of Gaul, putting him on the defense for quite some time. Now, yes, there's a lot of science coming up from Clemlifashou. I think he was doing some projects or something because he dropped significantly now. England did manage to get Isaac Newton earlier, which is going to allow him to get extra 2 science points for each of his universities, not to mention a free library and a university in the district, while Khaldun did go for Aztec. And we do have theater squares coming up from Azcapotzalco, and I gotta point out, even if there will be some later game shenanigan here from Clemlifashou, I think the science difference between him and Picfix is still not that big. It's gonna be quite hard for Aztec to try to figure out how he could take down the Gallic cities. Now, from the east side, Mongolia still is pressuring through and dealing more damage against these Byzantium units. I still think actually there are more than enough Tagmas alive here to be able to withstand these attacks, and you can see on the west side, Darlapinu is trying to put more pressure, but he's not managing to deal enough of it. There is a settler finally going for that stone tile I was talking about quite earlier, and we might actually see him managing to put that city and create a road. The fact that it took quite a bit of time, like 6-7 turns, to actually move his units from his cities to the front line, it did manage to slow down significantly the reinforcement rate of his armies, which did affect the quality of the attack. We did have on the east side also Mongolia waiting a little bit with his Kesheks. He's going to need to how to say, get some promotions off, or repair those knights, heal those knights. While from the west side we still have India dealing the damage here, slowly dwindling the damage of his opponents. Those Tagmas are dying one by one on the western front, but they did manage to take out one of the Varus here, and India did sacrifice that one so he can get the settler in. We do have Hildegard of Bingen appearing here as advantage for Byzantium. Well, to be fair, is it an advantage? Because he doesn't have actually a good holy site. That's a 0 adjacency holy site. This is a 1 adjacency holy site, or 2? No, it's 1, right? 1 adjacency, and that's 1. That's 0 as well, right? So Hildegard of Bingen is just a person. Doesn't really do anything here. Veggie Cakes, hello there, sir. Spearman Core for the actual Shaka cosplay. Yes, let's go. Spearman Core, let's go. Also, Circassian, is England on the same continent as India and the Mongolia? Yes, America, right? You are talking about Mongolia, right? India and Mongolia. Yeah, they're all same continent here. And you do see India is managing to see what's going on, especially that extra strength that we do see being built up on Alpha G's military 591. He knows what's going on, so he's trying to get a safety settler out as well. But to be fair, if India falls immediately after that, we're gonna see Konson fall as well. Even if he does have more military, it's not something that he can withstand. I'm pretty sure with tank artillery that might actually come out from Alpha G soon. That's gonna be easy pickings. We do need to see also. Oh, by the way, if you're talking about the possibilities of actually getting some red coats, oh, this is gonna be amazing. We have Columbia on another continent than London, right? So he could actually red coat Aztec. Oh, this would be so good. This like two-shotting the city. Can he even? I think he can even one shot. No, it's not enough for strength. No, two shots. Two shots on the city of Tenochtitlan. Oh man, Mausoleum of Halicarnassus coming up in 2 turns. We got Colossus coming up in 2, and Great Lighthouse in 2. Isaac Newton is still waiting for the campus to finish so he can get that free library and the free university in there. And I do see, of course, Dredhel is about to pop over 200 science. And oh my god, really? Why no redcoats, bro? Scientific theory in 2, nationalism in 3. Oh my god, redcoats, course. There is a warrior here. Come on, bro. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, Dredhel. That actually seals the deal. If he takes the city of Tenochtitlan with a red coat, he seals the deal. Like, this game is over. Okay, well, I do see Muskeman coming up from Tenochtitlan, so at least he's gonna get extra strength there. We got Encampment Training Project coming up in 4. Looks like Mongolia is gonna try to figure out how he can get the Keshik out, the Corsair out of there, while from the south it does look like Gaul didn't manage to push back the Hungarian units. There are re-levied units from Jerusalem. Jerusalem just keeps on buying stuff, and I did hear just pew, pew, pew. Somebody's upgrading units and I don't know where. Who's upgrading what? We did have Cree. Cree is not upgrading anything. Byzantium, no, doesn't look like it. Maybe there were a few Mongolian units upgraded. He's still hard building as many Kesheks as he possibly can, getting another city here, Korakoto, to go for. And there was another one there. Did you see the pop? Oh, he got a settler. Mongolia got a settler. How did this settler actually? Wait, is that his settler or is that from his opponent? I find it extremely unlikely that Byzantium actually gave a settler there. We do have Mongolia also putting a spy in Asia. He's finally going to get that extra +3 visibility over his opponent. And Grandmaster Chapel is going into the Gafron Plaza of Byzantium. 7 turns to finish. Echegeri, hello there, sir. How are you doing? How are you doing? Okay, give me a second. Trying to figure out what's going on here. Could you please show total size? Yes, I can. Ooh. Level 4 Keshek. Hello, Mr. Beastie. That can actually get sniped. Level 4 Keshek with the double shot. Yeah, double shot. 1 additional attack per turn if unit has not moved. It's quite something. Let's take a look over here. Hungary, okay, still put quite a bit of pressure on Gaul, and of course all of these units can happily die now. They got so many tiles pillaged, and also they did manage to take away from Gaul quite a few units for production points. Looking at the total tab here, we do have Dredhel leading the way in the science screen with 36, almost 100. We do have him on 2700 also in culture, but Alpha G is much ahead, much further ahead with 3400. We do have some attacks going on. Nothing major here. Karakorum did get settled to the north of Keshker, and it does seem like Konson is just putting more of those units on the front line, trying to deal that damage against the Mongolian units, but not really managing to totally overwhelm his defenses. We do have on the other side the Biscuit with 2300, Clemlifashou on 2900, and you can see there's a massive difference when it comes to the total science acquired. But in the culture, it looks like Clemlifashou is managing to keep up with Alpha G. Not that big of a difference between them. Dredhel, on the other hand, with the science, he should be able to get an advantage on this side. He is, let me actually take a look on Dredhel. He's 2 turns from scientific theory and going for that nationalism. He's probably wanting to get the golden age here by the looks of his chances. He does have a strong chance of getting it. No, actually, he will get it. Mausoleum of Halikarnas was finishing up next time. That's going to be more than enough era score so he can get a golden. We do have also Jack 9393. That's going to be a normal age, while we're probably gonna see Dark Age on Mongolia. He's gonna try to get those also extra points from the Dark Age card. That might have been an advantage for also Byzantium. I also noticed Governor Victor did get moved quite a while ago into the city of Amasia. I didn't point it out earlier, but I guess I should point it out now. The Tangmas did get in there from the the Pingala did get in the southern city. Oh, this was actually quite important. Harbor getting 100% production towards, so that's what half cost shipyards. That's why England built all of his shipyards so fast. That was amazing, by the way. I missed looking at... oh, I got distracted by the juice. I'm sorry. And Dredhel did manage to get the 2 Diplo points, which now he's going to try to get some more benefits from. He did put down his Statue of Liberty, which I don't think it can be denied. Even if there's a city here, Koloshvar, in the north, I don't think it can be actually denied. Wait, isn't Jack golden? He's not. Wait, he's in. Yeah, he's in a golden age, but he's gonna lose the golden age, right? He needs 104 points. It's misleading, by the way, if you look at this. When it's only misleading when they have the same, like it's that on the threshold. If they're on the line, if it's like 1 point over, 1 point below, it shows you correctly. Yeah, no problem. We do have Dredhel with 109 out of 105 points. Nobody from the CPB will actually have a golden age here, and it does seem like Gaul will want to push a little bit, test the abilities of Aztec of withstanding his opponent's attacks. Clemlifashou is aware that redcoats might come against him, especially after he saw a few boats sniffing around his cities here. And we do have Dredhel with an ironclad armada just poking around the cities, and I am so sad we don't actually see redcoats. Man, this would have been such a good attack going against Tenochtitlan. Just wham bam, and then that's it, you know. CC, let me out, let me out. Sandorius, this would be a neat plane. Cree brings half of his line to Byzantium Western Front. This stops allows Jack to focus on the west and take those 2 cities. Cree can still upgrade there, and Byzantium is less Iran. Yeah, I don't think they... So at this point, actually Byzantium with what he did here, he did his job. Like, irailing 2 players is more than enough in a game. You don't actually need to take them down, it's fine. Your allies will come and clean this up. But derailing them at this stage of the game, not allowing them to sim, not allowing them to get an economy, get stats, be relevant in the late game, it's more than enough. There's just like what the Cree should do is either try to go for tanks and planes, or tank artilleries, or go for the planes with fast units like knights or something like that to take out cities of India, and that's it. Like they don't need to do anything else. There was, I gotta say, there was a significant advantage on PCS from the beginning, and that is the ability of Cree and England to sim with each other. And I think this was a bit of a mistake when it came down to the positioning on the map. They saw Byzantium, and in their mind they were like, oh my god, we're actually gonna get a 2 versus 1 him, and they ignored the positioning of the map. And of course, well, with the information available, they didn't know Cree is going to have this big of an advantage to trade with England. They're generating so much gold that if they wouldn't have generated so much gold, Byzantium couldn't have been standing at this point. He bought so many heavy chariots. That's what, 125 a piece. That's a lot of gold. A lot of gold. And then you need to get the upgrades also for it and so on. That's what, 180 a pop or something, coupled. Actually, I think it's more. It's around 200. So quite expensive. But anyway, looks like Mongolia can't push anymore into Byzantium, even with the knights, even with extra diplomatic visibility. He still doesn't have enough damage against his opponent units. His Keshiks are doing the damage, but still Byzantium is healing that back quite nicely. We do have him trying to get more cities with more armies, and I do see India's finally starting to get some knights on the west side. It did get close to the city on the west, but that's as close as he's gonna get. He's not gonna take that city. On the eastern front, we did have Gaul putting some attacks in front of there. Looks like the field cannon corps of Aztec can actually do the counter attack quite nicely, can do the defense here. We got new ones coming up to fight, and I do see the moves of the Gallic armies did force Aztec to actually get a defense there. Let me go for the digital. Me. One GDR will make all the jobs. Yeah, exactly. One GDR to rule them all, man. Oh, I'm gonna take this time to go to the toilet. Be right back. Okay, there we go. Coming back. Let's see. muskets from Aztec. We do have Aztec with encampment training projects coming up online here. It looks like he does need at least one so he can get a Renaissance Industrial General. I don't think he's actually going to favor this. Mongolia did pass it, so he's going to get it in line. Mongolia takes, what is he? Mongolia. He's on ballistics in 8 turns and nationalism in 10. But you can see Dredhel is actually on flight 1 turn, and then he's going to boost Alpha G. Alpha G is on ballistics 1 turn as well, and building up more production. Here is on 386 production coming out of his series with 215 science and 242 gold. Now we do need to see on Dredhel, he went for reform the coinage. He's making 412 gold a turn here, and it does seem like at the moment there is a counter attack from Byzantium on the west side. These level 2 crossbows can deal the damage against the Indian units and push them back to their cities. There are some units from Mongolia going for the west side here, and I do see there's a massive force starting to gather in the south. There might be a counterattack coming up from these Byzantium units trying to go against India, and they have a good chance of converting these cities of India with a crusade if they do manage to deal significant damage against these units. Now, it doesn't seem like from the east side Mongolia is able to push anymore, and that's exactly what Byzantium wants to take advantage of. We start to see the city of Pana, for example, starting to convert, Hyderabad starting to convert, Agra starting to convert. This is gonna be problematic, to say the least. Mahabali Temple coming up from Dredhel. It looks like England has made a religion, and he's going to need to actually get Mahabali Temple before he's actually going to get converted. Byzantium is getting a missionary there, and it looks like he's converting it. It should be fine, actually. I think it doesn't matter. I think after he placed it, he can lose his religion, right? You don't lose Mahabali Temple anymore. Okay, well, 8 turns to build it. He's gonna get an extra diplomatic point. It looks like Dredhel did lose all of the 2 diplo points here in this one, while Merchant Republic did gain a wildcard policy slot, and Biscuit did get the +4. I do want to take a look over here. This is going to be quite important if Byzantium starts to push, and yes, he can there we go, deal damage against Scout. Scout needs to move. Scout needs to get promoted. This Corsair is also gonna die quite quickly. Anyway, okay, so Diplo. We do have in the overall tab Dredhel with 4 out of 20 points, but he still did not manage to finish that the Statue of Liberty, which is coming out from Plymouth in 14 turns. I do see he's trying to get an entertainment complex for some extra amenities and putting down aerodromes. Planes shouldn't be far off from appearing over here, but I have a hard time seeing him having that many planes available to attack into the cities of India because it's relatively far away. If he does manage to get aircraft carriers, sure, but aircraft carriers do get revealed at combined arms. He's going to need to get combined arms for them, which I guess it's fine. He does have a decent amount of science to go for both, 200 science and 190 culture. He's going now back on the bottom 3 on castles, and I don't think he actually went for aluminium. No, he doesn't have aluminium, so he's gonna need to go back, get aluminium, and get advanced flight if he actually wants bombers and fighters. He's gonna try to play with the other ones. But anyway, we do have also Gold trying to get encampment training projects for himself. He did recruit Gustavus Adolphus, which is gonna be nice for these units, but he's probably gonna need the tank one soon, the modern one, a modern giving bonuses general. We do have Gaul also putting some core units in the south where these Jerusalem units were coming from. Is managing to deal the damage against Granada now with a few knights and counter-attacking into that city-state, keeping it away from actually putting more pressure on the city of Tervana. I gotta point out, and I'm pretty sure we talked about it quite a bit here on the stream, a lot of the times when you have Hungary in the game, you need to take out Hungary. You know, you need to take it out. You need to take out the city-states next to you. You need to actually chop a few horses, send them from an early stage. Don't allow Hungary to start to put points into those cities and recruit units there. But anyway, I guess it happened, so he now has to deal with the consequences. We do have more of these Byzantine units starting to get into the defensive line of India. He needs to get 3 attacks onto 1 unit if he wants to successfully take it down. And we do see he's trying to get to Panna. I think, yeah, I think that's going to be a problem here. It's going to be a major problem. He doesn't have ranged units to attack in. The walls are not going up, and walls, if the city is going to be converted, are not actually going to hold. The tank must do full damage against the walls if the city is converted to the tank must religion. We also have from the east side Mongolia with a very, very big problem attacking into these remaining units of Byzantium. Even if he does have quite very strong and promoted Picfix, they're still not enough to go through the defenses of Byzantium Tagmas. Armory is starting to come out. Corsairs, he's probably trying to get to... wasn't he... Wait a second. He's going military... No, wait. This is... Wasn't he going... Why is he switching? Wasn't he going ballistics? Why is he not... Why is he not getting cuirassiers? Maybe somebody else is gonna boost cuirassiers? I don't know. Because he was like, what, 8 turns away or something like that? 7 turns away from getting ballistics? And now he just switched? Oof. Give me a second. Let me to figure out something really quickly. Yeah, we do have India getting pushed, and that city of Panna will probably convert here. Varu cannot be replaced by a strong enough unit, and there we go. The first moves go in. Jack is managing to convert the city of Panna to his dominant religion, and now these Tagmas will benefit from crusade. Immediately, Dredhel reacts and converts his city back, and boom, another one goes down. We do have the Tagmas with a +5 from the crusade belief against his opponent here, which is going to be quite strong going against the remaining units of India. There aren't that many units of Mongolia that could punish this movement, but some of them are trying to get in Hyderabad, while I do see over here Konson is getting siege tactics and nationalism. It's going to take a while for him to discover military science, which he does need to improve those coursers into calves if he wants to. Aztec with field cannon course does have an opportunity to push a little bit into Gaul, and I'm actually quite surprised we don't see him trying to do some shenanigans over here, moving his field cannon corps and starting to attack into the Gallic defense. We got cuirassiers also coming online here, more musketmen that could be dealing the damage, and I gotta say Aztec does have an advantage when it comes to building units, melee units, right? Montezuma does have military units. Where is it? Aztec, 50% production towards the land melee units, so something like an infantry attack would have been amazing here. Yeah, it does seem like at the moment Clemlifashou is going for rifling in 5 and Scorch 30 in the 1. He's probably going to try to get to artilleries rather than going for infantries. Well, we still have Mongolia that we need to figure out exactly what he's going to do from the east side. And no, it is a GG. They cannot see the light. They cannot see how they get a win over here. And Project Conquerors manages to win the game with an amazing defense coming up from JackTheRipper. He did manage to withstand the attacks of 2 of his opponents, India with the Varus and Picfix from his Mongolian counterpart over there. Now Cree was getting too big. We did have also England managing to do an amazing sim. He got lucky with the first how to say, the first Congress that did actually was the first, no, the second Congress that did allow him to get the 100% double production towards his harbors, and he did manage to finish all of those shipyards very, very quickly. He was benefiting at the end of the game from 500 production, just as well as Alpha G was benefiting from 530. They couldn't manage to break Byzantium fast enough so they could get an advantage in the next stage. That was quite something, man. Let me take a look over here. Do we have... Give me a second. Let me move on to hear the players here.
Ouais, j'avoue.
Savoir.
Did you well play?
Jack est au contact, on se dit c'est
Le seul moyen de gagner, c'est de raser Jack vite, enfin c'est d'essayer de virer le Jack, parce qu'on sait que s'il va 1v4 sinon, et du coup, là on se dit il est au milieu de 2 personnes, voilà, c'est le moment quoi.
Ok.
Ah ouais.
Ah,
Ouais, mais en fait,
vois,
ils
la
avaient pas le.
position de Jack,
En anglais.
mais la position de Jack, c'est pas ce qui nous fait perdre. Je vais être
En vrai de
honnête,
vrai, vous êtes pas mal, hein. La map est pas si mauvaise pour vous.
Mais oui, la
Oh,
map
la-
est
La map est ok pour nous, je pense. Hein.
Je veux dire, à
Oui,
partir du
la
moment où le
map est ok.
Gaulois il est aussi un peu irréel, genre parce que là il est pas super bien dans sa game, il est ok, mais
Les levées ont fait mal. Hein,
il est sur 5 villes quoi, donc bon, il va pas faire grand chose.
Talk English for Michael and Jack.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah,
GG,
okay.
well played, guys. And that
Thanks.
was an amazing defense over there from Jack. Gotta say.
Yeah.
Not surprise.
You did desynchronize your attacks on him, though. Like, you attacked him, poked him a little bit with India first, and then Mongolia came. You gave him enough time to reposition.
Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you can't buy units in return.
Yeah,
I mean, how many fucking units did he buy?
a lot of
You
them.
know,
We don't know.
A
I
lot
did
of
a
them,
lot,
man.
but I was producing in all my cities. I was like 4 turning Tagma, and I mean, he put it on.
Dude, you were buying.
I know. I mean, I
heavy
did. I
chariot
don't
and
deny.
nothing
I
just
bought a
after.
lot. I bought a lot, but dude, you had so much. Though I'm gonna say that my city, my second city, only survived because I first moved the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had like the 3 first move on me, it was...
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have survived. But we haven't seen when
Good
you
job.
bought the horse. I was like, guys, he has a
Tardif.
horse. He has
We
a
didn't
horse.
bout.
And then
I
it
didn't
attacks my
bother,
city.
I
We
protect
didn't
man.
bout, Jack.
Okay,
What the
sorry.
fuck, Butters.
Jack, what do
I
you
mean,
think
I
about
don't know. I mean,
defender
chop the
here?
horse, but like, I was like, guys, he has a horse. Does anyone remember when he got it? And then it starts slamming my city.
Yeah.
Jack,
It was very close. Why do you take crusade more than defender here? I mean, you thought you
because-
could push them?
I mean, yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what was the
It's
possession
big
of
balls, Jack,
Mongol,
guys.
but.
When you do chapel, why no reckoning agent? Because it's Mongolia.
Because he
I actually had no time. I only
with
now
space,
doing
yeah.
Grandmaster, dude. Grandmaster is only now going up. I mean, I chopped spy in another city.
Oh.
Ah, you chop, okay.
I chopped a
Yeah.
spy. A house
Because
spy.
we didn't saw it, so we were asking ourselves what was happening.
And
Oh, I
and
just
the
got
But anyway, when you have Tagma push is finished. It's not Mongolia, so it's Kublai Mongolia. He can't push you.
yes.
Nothing happened.
I mean,
then,
he was breaking me. It's just like what is it? We bought me a lot of heavy chariots, and I was producing whole game them as well.
The gold game was win by far by Dredhel. Let's say there were 500 GPT
Yeah.
returns, maybe,
Yeah.
because Gaul and Jack was in minus.
I don't use 1 gold in that game. I do 500 and I don't use.
I didn't buy
But you know what?
any
You
road.
win.
I didn't buy any
Yeah.
road. I mean, and for me it's
Konson, why don't you just put the terracotta on your Magnus city and do a spy on your capital?
Because
with the
I'm
building?
shit. Because I'm shit, LDK. I was thinking about I was thinking about this, and just the moment I put the terracotta, I'm
Ah.
like, oh fuck.
Because I think you couldn't break his defense if you have
Yeah.
a plus 12 on him, but Just have
Yeah,
a plus
yeah.
6 really late, maybe turn 70 or before. Well, not turn
I mean,
before.
I thought I was going to pass before just
Break
when
down
I
your
strike him,
mental.
it was okay, and
Oh, okay.
Oh.
and when I see the heavy chariot by every turn, like if I
They
out like
bout
3 heavy
every
chariots every turn,
yes
then you
with
upgrade
every
fates
turn,
and
but
yes,
Yeah, Jack,
they
every
built
turn.
every chariot with fates and we happy all time.
Yeah, but you know what? One game I did not ask my team gold, and it was really bad. So I prefer this than my position, I would say.
Nice. But I think the game was pretty hard for you because at the end, Victoria can go what they want on this map. She can nuke you.
Yeah,
She
but
can.
Clem and
yeah, but
so
she
much
Biscuit can
gold.
do a game.
she can't do a shit on Biscuit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, but that's
Yeah,
the
but,
Cree because the Cree is in the
Biscuit need the control of the naval up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
because
they can have
Alpha
the
can take
control of
it.
the navy. Biscuit.
Yeah, but what can do Biscuit do with his stat? I mean, he don't have enough to.
Yeah, that's what
compete?
I'm saying from the beginning.
Ah,
He put-
I have played in the two sides of the map. I can I have a city on the side of Gaul.
Our
I
plan
can just plane.
it's Cree go to Robo and aviation for
Yes.
Dredhel.
To be honest, you
think
could
you
have
have a-
just
Cree
red
robots?
coated
No,
Aztec and that's it.
Cree helicopter. But since Jack win, he don't need helicopter. But
Yes.
Yes, but Jack win.
yeah.
It was one to
No,
one.
but it is. It
It was
doesn't,
not true because I did 50 spearmen.
I think the
Yes.
way for CPB to win it was to raise Byzantium, and if you can't, I think
Gaul.
the game is too difficult because you are too irrel.
No,
compared to
I
them.
think maybe Matthias can do something if the game goes really well. But
Oh, I'm not sure. I think it's too difficult in 1 versus 4 because I think Aztec can't survive to the key at the end. So Hungary can be alone, and
And
it's
there is-
too
there-
hard
you
to
have
win
no
solo as Hungary.
No
Yes,
culture
too,
too.
so
So
even if
When,
if Hungary was more relevant on the game, it was too hard. to
if
beat.
I want, I have fascism in more or less 10 turns. If I do all the boost.
Yeah,
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 but,
but
we
no
can do all
change.
the boost. I
GG
have all the
guys.
boost to fascism.
Was fun to play at least.
Just
yeah,
3 minutes
Not
again.
really.
A little break mental boom for me with Hungary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw what happened to your city and I say, okay, I mean, I would have react the same.
I mean, I kept tying as much as I could.
Yeah.
When I didn't use my early envoy. I got envoy from Ahad and I just kept tying as much as I could Hungary, like so he has to relevy.
Yeah, sure.
Mm.
But
Well,
I
the game
securize Atuza and so I lose other city.
But we have the two blue city. It's big.
Ouais,
Yes.
it's too big.
And I have
Colosseum.
yes, I think.
It was so unlucky for me that Mongolian warrior walked and I couldn't settle my second city on fresh water and spices and
Yes,
I had to
but
go there. And I didn't.
I think it could be worse for them because if Okishito don't go to the north and go instant on Delhi, I think we can take his capital really fast in the early.
Do you think?
Yes, because I mean you should when you saw Ghandi, you should just go with your maybe your warrior can just quote above you, but I think you should just rush Ghandi, Delhi, and with the Byzantium warrior you could kill him. I think his capital.
Not sure, but
Not
there
sure.
was a shot. There was a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure, but I think
A little
could.
shot, not
Yes.
a big shot.
But I had two Kayuman and the warrior.
Yes, you played well on this move.
Yeah, it's a bit.
And
Michael?
Qu'est-ce que tu dis?
Je demande à Michael, do you have a question?
Yes, why no red coats, man? You're all thinking of planes. Red coat corps would have done the job.
No red coat, cringe red coat.
Oh, come on, man.
No. What?
You could have had red coats when he had like 37 string cities, man.
what
Yeah,
was
so it's no
Anyway, he's
movement.
dead. Anyway.
Yeah.
Better Labo. Labo, big science, at least.
Yeah, but I do that. Huh? I'm a labo.
Yeah, I think it's better.
I click labo. I don't
We prefer nuke instead of instead of this. So it's okay.
Ah, moi j'ai toutes les merveilles qu'il me faut, mec, labo.
We saw. But and also last time you did this, Michael too, like with Australia, everyone was like, oh, but what if he do his calc unit? It will be so good. It's the same here.
He did
It's
it.
slow. It's same here.
Tu peux Michael.
GG.
Encore GG.
Et j'ai une question,
GG.
genre le fait que je fasse 500 de Spearman, c'était pas un peu...
Je vois pas l'intérêt,
Non.
mais ça m'a fait rire. C'était rigolo,
Les
mais je
deux
vois pas
arbas,
l'intérêt.
franchement, on a cringé sur les deux arbas, mais c'était nous les cons.
Non, les deux arbas c'était bien, c'était pour le petit, mais je
Ouais, mais
vois pas l'intérêt
c'était nous les
des...
cons. Mais les lanciers, faut limite fais-en juste pour le petit Moby. Et
To
fais
were
des
like,
guerriers.
it may be
Alors,
Jack
PS5,
who said you a call and said, oh, you
Ouais, en
have
fait,
to
on
do
était en mode pas sûr en fait. Du coup,
Yes.
j'ai préféré. Enfin, en
Mais
fait,
à la
dans
place de
la
faire
tête,
autant,
c'était.
à la place de faire autant, juste t'en fais 5, mais tu t'en mets 2 qui sont beaucoup plus loin. Genre qu'on
Voilà, c'est ça, voilà.
Parce que là, tu les avais en réaction. Maintenant, tu mets 2 pointeurs, bah c'est beaucoup plus fort.
Parce que en fait, c'est pour ça que tout le monde fait
En
des
fait-
pointeurs et après grid. Parce qu'en fait, t'es mieux dans la game.
And
Voilà.
if you
Bon,
want
après, je suis
to
pas
do,
mal dans la game. Quoi. Je dois être
the
mieux, mais.
unit
Non.
alpha, you can do pony.
Thank you for
Yeah,
you
because
can do
allowing
it.
me to stream, by the way.
it's scale.
Yeah, but you can up in the.
No, we didn't add any gold to up any coursier.
Ah,
with
Yeah, but if
mercenary,
he's dead, then you can.
yeah, we can use 1,000 on you. Okay, yeah.
yeah, and you go in the back of Ghandi, and you.
Yeah, better, really better. I
Thank you
like
for
this.
allowing
I
me to
don't know
stream,
why,
man.
I
And
like this.
see you next time.
See you,
Michael.
Bisou.
Thank you,
Have a good evening.
Thank you for the
Bonsoir.
class, Mike.
My pleasure. Bye bye. So there we heard a little bit from both teams over there. We're quite excited about the game and talking and bouncing ideas of what they could have done and what would have been a little bit better. At the end of the game, they still did manage to push the win. PCS did win the game with an amazing scene coming up from Cree and England next to him. Dredhel was getting planes and he was about to get ready to do some nasty stuff to his neighbors. We did have also Byzantium managing to get out of his territory and start to punch through the defenses of India, and he did an amazing job defending himself from Mongolian units and from Indian Varus. That was quite a defense over here being put by JackTheRipper, and of course we did have him managing to stay alive until this point in the game against all odds. We did have also on the game a little bit of back and forth when it came to those Hungarian levies in the south. Gaul did manage to unfortunately he pushed back his units, but also lost I think 1 or 2 settlers over here. They did get taken over by Hungary, and then we do have Aztec that could not manage to breach the defenses of his opponent. We do have another game tomorrow, by the way. I believe it is going to be Freditos de la Vega going against Black Petra in the division, in the first division of CivFR Squadrons. Oh my god, that's going to be quite a game. Tomorrow evening, 19:30 GMT. It's going to be awesome. Until then, thank you so much for following. Thank you so much for actually subscribing to the channel, and of course for everything you did over here, for the questions, for the shows, for the support. Also, Cosmateos, good evening, sir, and have a good night. This map looks like Korea in China instead of Japan. I guess a little bit of India in the south or something. Not sure exactly about that, but anyway. We do need to see each other in the next one, and if you're coming up from YouTube, don't forget to don't forget to give this a thumbs up, and I do hope you're also gonna come join me on the live stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV. I do have a blog starting up to be updated almost every day now, and we do have quite a few topics over there for you to look at and enrich your knowledge. Have a good evening, everybody, and see you in the next ones. Bye bye.